college entrance exam is at the end of the month. I am crossing my fingers that it goes well. End of the month, and the seniors farewell party is the day before, and for the past few days I've just been sick, so I'm not even ready for them. That is fair enough. Oh fuck, I remember what I was doing. Oh shit. I just got a flashback of what the hell I was doing, and I'm just gonna say, oh fuck. Wait, how was I supposed to even prove this? I don't even know how to prove this, and yeah. Oh god. But yeah, that explains things. And also, holy crap, yeah, there are a lot of things happening. Yeah, the funny part with trial and error. This is a trial, and there's gonna be a lot of errors. But yeah, there's a lot of things going on for you at the end of the month. Like, goddamn. But yeah, I am actually crossing my fingers. Everything goes absolutely well for you. Also, I don't know why, but I have my hamburger kit in front of me. Or some of the parts. I don't know why. When I was a kid, I got a mini hamburger kit. So in front of me, I have a silicone mold for the hamburger bun, which is like, I don't know, 3 centimeters in the diameters. And then I have a plastic hamburger press. Thanks, dude. I will definitely need that. Yes. Lord's blessing. I don't know why that name just popped up, but for some reason that was just popped up. But yeah, I am wishing you all the luck as I can. I'm still trying to figure out what in the hell is actually going on there. So I remember we need to prove how she came there in 2 seconds, because she said, oh, it's gonna take me at least 1 to 2 minutes. But you were up there for after like 20 seconds, which means like there's fucking minutes away. But how am I supposed to prove that? Right, Trucy know how this works. But I don't know how. I don't know. That's the problem. I talked about with myself, like with you all and me, that like I'm not gonna like stop in the middle because I'm gonna forget what the hell I was doing. And I did that because I didn't know how to continue. And now I'm sitting here like, fuck past me. Why did you do that? God damn. Not at all. Only that there were only a few that weren't needed to help. See, like I said, it's on a need-to-do basis. Yo! No, Toast. If you want to change the world, do it while you're single. Once you're married, you can't even change the television channel. Fair enough. Fair enough, actually. But welcome. I hope you have a wonderful Tuesday. So not many people knew about the trick. Yeah, no. What were those stage hands required to do? One needed to open the emergency exit. I am having a good Tuesday. Helping my mother with some groceries, and then I've just been sitting drawing my battle map for Foundry. So I have just kept myself busy. For those who doesn't know, Foundry is a virtual tabletop, for example, for Dungeons and Dragons and stuff like that. I told a French joke about strawberries, but no one laughed. I probably didn't phrase it right. That is one of those jokes that goes over my head. I told a French joke about strawberries, but no one laughed. Probably didn't phrase it right. It's one of these jokes I'm gonna sit there for like 10 minutes trying to figure out what you mean. Oh god. Oh, sure, I can replay the recording while I'm searching over phrases. I kind of felt like it was something with that word, but I am I'm not French. Where is the recording? Hold on. Where? There is the videotape. Let's watch this while I'm searching what phrase is. Oh, for crying out loud, the strawberry. I'm only half English, so I'm guessing the word phrase is technically spelled another way. Oh, god damn it. Those are one of those jokes that goes over my head, but I like that one. That was a good one. We're trying to prove how in the world she went from this place to the other place in 20 seconds, when she has said that it at least takes her 2 minutes. Yeah, French translation of phrase. Yeah, that's what I did not understand, but that was still a good one. But yeah, so basically this video is about 20 seconds from when she disappears to here. But she has told us that it took take her around like 2 minutes to get from point A to point B using the vents. So the question is, how do we prove like how the time difference is? I tried to make glass bread this morning, but it was out of window. Jesus. Oh, glass bread window. God damn it. Is it like it? Is it her gem thing? She lost it after appearance. Yes, she did. But the thing is, we already know she was in the area because she did say that she was in the vent. So we already know that for a fact. So that doesn't really prove much. Because we already know she was in the area. We already know that she was in the vent. And she could have dropped it through the vent thing. Or vent hatch. The only weird part is about like... when it... right here... his guitar is not on fire. But if we look here, his guitar is on fire. You see what I mean? It's on fire, it's on fire. It's not on fire, it's not on fire. And it starts to burst into the flames again. So we're gonna have to figure out how she did it. How she went from the stage to the left to the tower using the event there. The only different I'm noticing is her gem that does guitars burning. Yeah, exactly. But we know about the gem. Like, I think it even says that. Found out the crime scene turns out it belongs to Lamiror. So we already know that. And with the thought of her being there, it makes sense. Because first people said, oh, she was outside the window, or like, oh, she was by the door, but she was not. So she must have like dropped it while she went in the vent. So when you came back out, you were behind the audience. Yes, that is how it worked. Not bad show, if I do say so myself. That's like an Uncle Valen for you, the old grammary touch. But on the video, you were only gone for 20 seconds. Yeah, exactly, she was gone for 20 seconds. How is that possible? That's the part I don't get either. That's what we need to figure out. Yes, it could be hard to go so far in only 20 seconds. Not only that, she's blind. Yeah, the plan was to get there in 2 minutes. She went there 20 seconds, but the plan was 2 minutes. We need to figure out how the time difference is. Why or how. Yes, it can be done in 1 minute if you're running. In that cramped dark tunnel above the ceiling. Mr. Attorney, have you forgotten? Dark or related makes no difference to me. Yeah, because she's blind. That's true, but... saying out a day and not night at concert, you made it a trip in 2 minutes. Yes, though I nearly didn't make it in time. Yeah, that doesn't really make sense, because she was there in time. But that was 20 seconds. The only thing I can think of is basically is like the video was cut. Because that, yes, that was the video, but it was also live in front of an audience. So how does that work? It was by a live audience. So for us that has the tape, yeah, it might just be completely cut in the middle or like fixed with. But we can't really say about that with the audience. You see a sub stopped halfway. I mean, it disappears on the video for 20 seconds. But she says she made a trip in 2 minutes. How? So that's what we're gonna figure out. If you want my professional opinion, I'll bet the answer's right there in that video. Yes, and that's why we have been watching the video for ages, and I can't find anything. Perhaps you have some evidence for us. Something I can explain the discrepancy between the video and the testimony. Evidence explaining the discrepancy. There is no evidence just yet, because I don't know. I think I've tried everything. Oh. What's your professional opinion about this one, Trucy? Sorry, I don't work in evidence. I don't work in tricks. I'm an attorney, not a magician, for crying out loud. Really? I'm sure Daddy would have loved working on this. Thanks, that made me feel so much better. Well, I don't know what about you, but I find this mystery fascinating. And I'm not letting this trial go any further until we get to the bottom of it. Jesus. Do you know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of the panty snatcher from the last thing that was apparently amazed about the magic trick. Wait, is all of these trials have to deal with magic? I just realized that now. Sort of. Like, one was interested in magic, this one has magic. Is the third one also gonna have something to do with magic? The only way I can think of is that the Lamoureux that had her hood fly was like holographic recording like Michael Jackson once did. So... and that's why the real Lamoureux took 2 minutes to get there when it was only 20 seconds. Yes, but the problem is, how do we prove it? How do we show evidence of like what has been happening? And it was Darian's voice you heard. Yes. Also, did you know that Michael Jackson did a holographic concert? No, I did not. I think. Or at least I think it was. I don't know. Someone might have. Not the best for later, yeah. The gem thing. I'm gonna try the gem thing. You know what? I'm gonna try it. Hold on. I think the identity of the killer is a little more important, don't you? Importance Mortons. Objection overruled. Yeah, he wants to know. He is just obsessed like the last guy. Okay, so let's just go over here. Press this information. I'm gonna use the gem. Like, I know I'm gonna lose the last health there. Because the hologram would already been recorded, and that's why it didn't match the Lamoureux. Yeah, I guess so. I was looking for the gem, but like, she was stopping in between there, so I feel like that wouldn't really have done much. So I'm gonna do the gem, but I don't think it's gonna... Oh, yeah. The video and testimony. You know what? I'm gonna just go through these while I'm waiting. No, we know what that has to do with. It has to do with this thing. I can't read this. It doesn't probably say anything. 2 minutes though, damn. Also, I hope you're feeling good, Gani. I saw that you're feeling lightheaded. Receiver transmitter for voice signals with a 30-foot range. All conscious staff were one. Tape recording of Lamoureux's performance. Oh, nice. Doesn't she said the route on ceiling? Or am I tripping? Well, not on ceiling, but basically you see the stage to the left and the tower to the right. The little vent pathway, that's where she basically went. So in the video, she flew from left to right in 20 seconds. And she said that it took her 2 minutes to go from left to right using the vents. And she was stopping by dressing room 2, I think, which should be her own dressing room. But you know what? Let's just try this. I don't think the gem is gonna be the problem. Because we already used that as evidence to prove that she was around the area. And we already know she was around. Well, I've been feeling lightheaded more frequently since last Thursday, but it's not every day, so I'm good. Fair enough. Gani, how the hell did you manage to... I just say, no, I don't feel it could be this thing, because I don't understand how that could even be happening. I just said the gem thing, like, how did you manage to figure this out, Gani? Well, plus points for you, god damn it. I've been sitting trying to figure out, oh, is it this thing, is it this thing, or is it this thing? How does this prove that it went faster? Oh, the brooch. We saw that yesterday, did we not? Good god, how in the world did you even try to figure out, like, it might just be the gem? I'm sitting here, I feel it cannot be the gem, because we already used it, and I cannot understand how it actually make her go faster. Bro, holographic recording was the first thing I thought when I saw magic trick. Fair enough, I thought to say, like, I don't think it... Did I think... I think I thought about, like... What is it called? Stuntman. Let's say that, because I couldn't figure out the other name. I didn't think of, like, holographic, but I thought of Stuntman. But I still saw, like, the diamond thing, so I couldn't figure out, like, that. Yeah, it is still on her body, so I don't understand how that works. It was found at the scene, Your Honor. And you're bringing this up now? Why? I thought we had already determined when it was dropped. So did I, but we hadn't. Okay, fair enough. Take another look at the video. Yeah? Yeah? Especially when her cloth flew like that. Here you can see she's wearing the brooch. So she is. Wait, when did we actually prove she lost it? Was it before or after? Let's look a bit later. Okay, so here's what I have problem. Because for me, the brooch is supposed to be lower down. Oh, maybe it was a stunt double. Yeah, perhaps. But the problem I have, like the angle here, I feel like you're not supposed to be able to see the brooch anyway. So I thought she still had the brooch on for some reason. This is what kind of like, yeah, fucked me over a bit, because like, I tried to look for the brooch here last week. I remember that. And when I tried to like look behind their hair and here, it was like, yeah, it is lower down. I cannot even see it on the screen. Like, it is lower than the screen. What? Yes. The brooch disappeared in the short space of 20 seconds. And it takes a full minute to run from the stage to the backstage. Which means there can only be one explanation. The Lamoureux we see before the Vanishing Act and the Lamoureux we see after are two different people. Okay, so stunt double. I still don't figure out how the hell they managed to link the goddamn gem thing to that. Like, now I kind of understand, but I had so much difficulty actually looking for the thing. Man, holographic recording would have been cooler. Yeah, I can actually, but at the same time, yeah, might have been in an era where holographic actually worked. But this is like when they have tapes, like, they're like, Jesus, that was ages ago. And not on just on the floor, but on the floor differently and directly beneath the air vent. Lamoureux, tell me, did you drop the brooch on your way from the stage to the backstage? At the very moment you witnessed the crime? Oh yeah, cassette tapes. Yeah, this is what we saw the cassette tapes in, like, that was ages ago, so I don't know if they, like, had that, but it might have. We thought you talked about Michael Jackson, and that was, like, ages ago as well. Yes, I think I did. Okay, yeah, that's the problem. She thinks she did, because she's blind. She doesn't know if she actually still has it or not. Order, everyone! Prosecutor Gavin! From your expression, I gather you had no idea this was the case, Sir Judge. I, of course, knew about it. What? Don't get me wrong, I wasn't hiding it. It just never occurred to me that a switch and a shooting took place at the same time. So I was right. There was a switch. And there was. Just before the stage tower rose, Lemurors was replaced. So I was actually right with like stunt double, because that's the only thing I can think of. But I couldn't figure out how to basically place a stunt double there. You reckon Apollo has ever played Resident Evil? I don't know. Fuck, it just reminded me that there is a game where actually Claire Redfield and... Fuck, what was his other name? Chris Redfield basically met with Phoenix Wright. No, wait, did they? Hold on. I might be tripping balls. DS game. What is it called? No, not Capcom versus Marvel. Not Capcom versus Marvel. It was called something else. It was called something else. Project X Zone, I think it's called. I have that. I have two of that. I have the first and the second. It is Chris and Phoenix did meet in that game, so yeah, they did. But that is absolutely true. But I'm thinking like story-wise as well. Hold on here. So it was called... Fuck, what was it called? Project X Zone. Oh, I just reminded myself that that is hell of a fucking fan service game. I just reminded myself of that. Hold on, I'm gonna have to actually check what people there was in there. Am I tripping balls? I might be wrong. Never mind. The one I was thinking was actually also Project X Zone. Oh, fair enough. Rival characters, playable characters. There we go. Tekken, Hack, God Eater. Doesn't seem to be. No, wait, Capcom, Street Fighter, X-Men, Darkseid, Resident Evil. Sakura Wars. Damn, I thought actually, all this time I thought Project X Zone was just another Marvel vs. Capcom. No, it's basically like Bandai X Capcom. Hold on, wasn't he within that game? Oh yeah, they were. They actually were in that game. Yeah, I was right. For some reason I couldn't find them in the goddamn list. Yeah, both Phoenix and Chris was in that game. Yeah. I'm gonna have to play that again. I don't know if I finished it. It was a very interesting game, and I know I have the second. I kinda want to play that again. But I don't know if I can, because I know that they turned down like the online services, but hopefully you can still like download games and shit. Hopefully. That was actually kind of a fun game, but I just realized how much of a fan service game that was. Like, goddamn. I remember watching a video of the little interactions the characters had. Ah, fair enough. Why, the man behind Illusion, Valent Grammary. Was Grammary? Wait, that's quite Illusion, but I still don't get one thing. Yes? And, man, yeah, what? Or talk about the fan service I was talking about, because I'm not even joking. Leon is hot as hell. Hot as hell as usual. Fair enough. And she's pretty good. That's true. But yeah, they're like special attacks sometimes, and the animations of that is just like, okay, fair enough. Come on, Apollo. That's an easy one. They were just playing a recording. The Gaviners are in some kind of an air guitar band, Fräulein. Oh, you mean I'm wrong? When we play a... Backa, thank you so much for a raid. That came out of nowhere. Hi! Welcome, raiders. Hope you have a wonderful stream. Hold on here. What were you playing for something? What were you doing? Oh, Call of Duty again. Nice. I hope it went well. I hope you have a wonderful Tuesday. We just tried to have a bit of a brain rot here. We're trying to figure out how to prove a thing for a magic trick. When we play a show live, we play live. No recordings. Perhaps you can explain, Lamiror. I'm guessing she had a microphone on her, which is fair enough. But yes, I hope you had fun. I heard you had a good stream. Sussy Backer raid. Apple invasion. Oh, fair enough. That's a cute Apple emote, actually. I don't know why I said Apple emote. Heart emote. Fuck, I read Apple so much. She was like, huh? What am I saying? That's an adorable emote, actually. But yes, welcome, raiders. My name is Lord of South, and I'm a variety streamer who plays many different kind of games. There are many times people cut me off guard with raids because I'm not used to them. They happen, especially because I have so many good friends, but it's not so often. It's like I'm used to it. I'm like never used to it. Each time I just hear the sound, it's like, wait, what is that for sound? I love Little Derp one as well. But yes. But yeah, I'm a variety streamer. I play a lot of different games. My schedule is basically Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays from 5 to 8 p.m. Central European time. And sometimes, right now, at other points now, because of some extra time, I do other streams as well, a bit here and there. I was going to raid my mod, but she went to sleep, so I went to, yeah. Oh, fair enough. But yes, I do hope you had a wonderful stream. Are we gonna have to try and figure out more? Oh yes, do tell, and add it to your testimony. I had to keep singing even while I moved. Fair enough. No, wait, someone would be able to hear her sing then. You were singing. Yes. Oh no, wait a second. They have the speakers in the room, so no one would be able to actually hear a difference. Yeah, right, that's what it is. Mr. Gavin expressed a dislike for recordings, so I used this. Wait, so you were singing the whole time? Even when you were crawling above the ceiling towards the backstage? Why should it matter where I sing, when everywhere I go is the same darkness? Fair enough. Other than some darkness might echo. It wasn't as bad as I thought. I got to try out Warzone and Zombies after I did campaign. Oh, fair enough. I hope it went well. I have not tried Warzone in a long while. I got like Black Ops like years ago just because I want to play Zombies, but I don't know. It's something you have to like play with people. It wasn't really too much for me. Warzone I just tried for fun, and kinda same thing. It was both fun at the same time not. But yes, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Absolutely. I'll keep you tad, but yeah, go and rest. Absolutely. Do take care of your after stream rest and after stream preparations. Absolutely. Do have a wonderful rest of your Thursday. Did I say Thursday? Tuesday. Oh. Sometimes my brain doesn't work because I'm not sleepy. I'm just me. That's the easiest explanation. But if you were singing while you were walking. That's right. Where did the shooter and the victim have heard? She was singing right over their head after all. That is right. Are you sure? You have to be pretty hard of hearing to miss someone singing in the ceiling. Once again, we come back to the state of the scene of the crime. Can I not say crime scene? It's so weird to hear like scene of the crime. Especially when you say something before that. What state? I know what he means. That old speaker, Apollo. The speaker? Yeah, there is a speaker up there. And when we got in there, there was just blaring music. I thought it was monitoring the stage from this room. Monitoring. The pipes in a real time feed from the stage microphones. Useful for knowing when your set is coming up. That's fair enough, actually. Satisfied. That dressing room was fitted with a large speaker playing a direct feed from the stage. At my request, actually. So, Lemuror's singing in the ceiling sounded just like the Lemuror singing over the speakers. Ingenious! Her voice was hidden by her voice. It's voiceception! Lemuror? I've just remembered something. Oh, do tell! When I heard the noise, the gunshots, yes. It startled me, so I stopped singing. What? I forgot the words I was supposed to sing. The song stopped. Thankfully, it was the very beginning of the second verse. So not many would notice. Forehead. That makes him bored, I lent you. Where is it? Oh shit. He is going full on. We're gonna find this problem now. The mixing... Huh? That machine, Apollo. The one that breaks music into tracks. Oh, this. I completely forgot about it. How big is that thing? Like, do we have everything in our pocket? Or do we have like a bag of holding or an infinite cleavage? Like, I'm not even joking. I still fucking love that, though. I was watching Blythe ages ago when he played a kind of sussy game, to be honest. But it's a very fun game. I'm not gonna lie, I do own it. And it was basically just a woman who is... I think he's like a witch, but like a god witch in a sense. And she was preparing for a ritual, like, you know, like a science. So she basically pulled everything she needed, like candles, a little crystal skull or something, from a god of cleavage. That's for some reason that just brought that up just because of the bag of holding, because it was talking about a sort of D&D thing he's trying to make, and everyone was just like, add that to your thing because it is perfect. Let's take a listen. Whoa. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was like my computer messing up. I basically just smalling out the whole thing here, like, good god. Wait, which verse did they say? I can't control anything right now, so... She's the first track, though. The song does stop there. It does? Oh. Beginning of the second verse. Oh, fair enough. It does? I must have missed it! Look at the lyrics sheet. At the top of the second verse. See where it says pleasure, pleasure? Now listen again. Okay, fair enough. Okay. Okay. Oh yeah, she only sings it once. She was supposed to sing it twice, she only sang it once. This is evidence indeed. I believe we are guilty of making a terrible mistake. The crime didn't happen during the third set. It happened during the second, during Lemuror's ballad. If that's true, then no one on the stage during the second set could have been the shooter. Fuck, just because I said it like that, a shooter, it just reminded me like, shoot her. Fucking Jurassic Park over here. Which means that Darian Crescent could have done it. He wasn't on the stage for the second set. I'm not gonna lie, I completely forgot we all believed it was under the third. Because everything she heard was under the second. Well, Prosecutor Gavin. Fascinating. I don't believe I've ever seen a trial turn around quite so thoroughly. Yeah, one problem remains. What's that, Prosecutor Gavin? Her forehead's theory does have a certain kind of logic to it. Yet, this is entirely based upon Lammeror's testimony. Yes? Is there a problem with this? Well, it's quite simple, though it pains me to say it. What if she's lying to protect the defendant? Fair, but you have no proof. All I'm saying is that the truth is as yet unclear, until we heard directly from the man himself. The man... Oh, you don't mean... Yes, though he is a friend and a band member, Darren Crescent must take the stand. I see no other way. Someone with a new perspective on the case. As a suspect, to be frank. Is your name Frank? Well, I didn't know. Finally, the rat's coming out of the hole. I will call him a shark. I just, like, for me, I just thought, like, there is something called a hammerhead shark, but what would I call this guy? But I would still call him hammerhead shark just because of his goddamn hairdo. The prosecution will summon the witness. Have him here and ready by the time we begin. I'm the last man who needs to be reminded of what his duties are. Very well. Court is adjourned for a 15 minutes recess. Woo! 15 minutes. I can now play on my Game Boy. Is it like supposed to lag like that or something? Because I'm not gonna lie, it sounds like it's trying to like load something and trying to like do the music at the same time. But it feels too perfect because it's been sounding like that all the time. Is it meant to be sounding like that? I'm confused. I'm gonna like, when Hita plays this game, I'm gonna like listen each time and like go to the new chapter. See if I hear like the same goddamn like messing with the music. Paul, I can't believe it. It really happened during the second act. And right in the middle of Lammeror's performance. The reason why she was in the air vent. And that switch and the flaming guitar. When you link it all together, that's what you end up with. Yeah, because someone did say press the button. And when they pressed the button, the guitar went into flames. Oh, I didn't do a voice because I didn't know who it was. Ah, that it. Mr. Wright, you believed in me? Well, not really. I just thought to make a cooler entrance than say hi, huh? Why do I even bother hoping? Where have you been lately, Daddy? You haven't been coming to the office at all. Sorry about that, Trucy. I'm on a secret mission. Secret? You mean like you're undercover? Like Mr. Letussel, and only shorter and not as well dressed. Oh no, what if you're shot too, Daddy? I wouldn't do a thing like that to you. Anyway, I'm off for a while again. You're leaving. One thing before I go. What? Good luck. Right. God, like these 7 years for him must have been kind of an hell. Is that all you came to say? I think you have things pretty much under control. I'll get Magic to buy off the hook, no doubt. Yeah, but you're after that detective, aren't you? Darren Crescent. It won't be easy proving you did it. Especially not under the current court system. The current court system? What did Prosecutor Gavin say during the trial? Your case is based on the fragile assumption. Namely, that our Diva Divine is telling the truth. But What about all the proof? The brooch and the switch? A piece of jewelry and a lyrical blunder. There are plenty of other ways to explain these things. Flaming guitar too. All because you lack definitive proof of their connection to the case. But if the sultry songstress is lying, her case melts like butter in a frying pan, leaving behind a faintly singed smell of failure. So what do I do? Like I said, good luck. And be aware that it will be impossible to prove his guilt by conventional methods. Oh, that reminds me. I have something to give you from our detective friend. Sky? Emma? Let's see. This bag of snacks here was meant for me. Oh, here it is. Why did you even pull it up? What is that? What are those, Daddy? They don't look like a very good snacking material. What I found at the scene. Analysis of the fragment reveals trace of gunpowder. Gunpowder? Probably a firecracker or something similar, like the ones kids use these days. Those fragments were found on the sofa at the scene of the crime, actually. That's where the igniter was, so it would make sense. Oh! Yeah, because we heard gunshots. But so did Lamiror. Which means that we heard false gunshots. Under the sofa. Hey, Apollo! That's where we found that little device thingy. Right, this. Well, finally some evidence that makes sense. Okay, interesting. Well, that's all for me, I suppose. See after a verdict, maybe. Right. Every man has an igniter inside him. Excuse me. Yeah. He is... Does his hat actually says Papa? Find Darren Cress's igniter and set it off. I love how they always are so goddamn mysterious like that. It just says some shit that actually makes sense. For example, igniter, which basically just means, oh, he knows about this thing. Hold on a second, is that a motor or something? I just realized that because that thing spins around, doesn't it? Why does it look like a goddamn, like, speaker? Like, this thing here is built like a goddamn speaker. But this part looks like one of those, like, lighter things. You know, like the ching ching thing. I don't know what they're called, but the thing that basically just does sparks. Can I look close? No, well, not this thing. Closer on this thing, actually. Is there anything that I can see? No, it looks like a firecracker. So I think it was some kind of firecracker. It looks like a fan. Maybe. Like, I have, like, built small stuff. Like, I don't know, well, one thing that actually works. And I've seen those kind of, like, things. They really does look like a speaker. Like a very small, probably just a buzzer speaker, but basically a speaker. It built basically the same. But yes, it does, like, if it was bigger, it definitely looked like a fan. Absolutely. I guess more than 500 peanuts to make one ounce. Jesus. At least my useless fact had something to do with the evidence. But how did we start talking about peanuts? What does he want us to do? No, conventional methods. What does that mean? Guess we just have to take his evidence and hope it makes sense when the time comes. I think he wants to, like, prove to us that why he left. But he also wants to see, can we handle it? We're almost at the finish line. Hang in there, Trucy. She's gonna hang in there. She's just standing beside me, just doing comments. I'm the one doing this shit here. Court is now back in session. Prosecutor Gavin, where is Detective Crescent? In the witness lounge, ready to be called at any time. Very well. Might I add, I don't believe any of this. He Darian was the first detective I've ever worked with. We stopped working together when he moved to Criminal Affairs Division 3. But his guitar playing, it fires my imagination. That's nice, but it has nothing to do with the matter at hand. Correct? I know, her forehead. Very well. Call the final witness to the stand. Detective Darian Crescent. Name and occupation, please. Darian Crescent, Detective, Criminal Affairs Division 3. As in the National Affairs Division, for those of you who didn't know. And I'm a guitarist for the Governors. Maybe you've heard of us. Do you fully understand the circumstances under which you stand before us today? Yeah, I understand, Your Honor. What I don't understand is how you let this happen, partner. You gave me a word I wouldn't be standing here. Well, the situation has changed, Darian. And don't call me partner. So much for old friends. I see what you're doing, Darian. You're pressing the prosecution. Your Honor, if we could begin the trial. Yes, it's high time we did. Let's hear your testimony. You may begin with your response to Lamoureux's testimony. If, in fact, you have anything to say about it. Oh, I got plenty to say. Listening to a national pastime in Burgania. Lying must be a national pastime in Burgania. And wherever you're from, Justice. Jesus. Conventional methods are out the window, huh? Here goes nothing. I don't wonder what it means by that, because I know there's like something about conventional methods in the second game, but it's not with us. It's more or less the theme of a thing. But I do wonder what it means here. The diva is lying, plain and simple. She got nothing to back up her story. In the first place, she never heard my voice. She forget the words because she heard gunshots, as if. Didn't Detective Emma Sky hear those gunshots during the third set anyway? The shooting took place when I was on stage, man. Nope, we know that now. There are 2 sets of gunshots. As you claim, Lamoureux's testimony was a lie. Hey, don't get me wrong. I dig what she's doing, trying to protect that kid. And she got the court eating the vague statements out of her hand just cause she's blind. You go too far, Darian. Look, all I'm saying is you got a reliable witness. Why not listen to the detective? Detective Sky? I see. Mr. Justice, you may begin the cross-examination. He didn't waste any time finding out our weak points. Can't do this with Lamoureux's testimony alone. Yep. Also, we know that he fucked up in the third set when the shooting, he says, happened. Which it was in the second set that the shooting actually happened. So I think that what happened there when he fucked up with his own music is that he needed to press the button to basically make the gunshots happen. So I think we still have some proof actually. We have the poppers, we have 2 igniters. We have when she heard it, which yeah, we're gonna not do her testimony, so we're gonna basically just do the proof we have. But what we have for proof is that around the part here, he fucked up. And we know that because Gavin basically went haywire with why did you fuck up. But not only that, we have this together with this. And we already know that these 2 fit together. And this was found on the stage, which means I was not inside the room ever. You don't have any proof she was lying. Oh yeah, kid. Saying I lied? No, I'm just... Yes, I am. Apollo glared back at him. I couldn't help it, I flinched by reflex. Detective Crescent. Yeah, what do you want? Nothing. Apollo, chin up, back straight, you're wilting. This guy's hard as nail. Makes Wookiee look downright cooperative. Look, there's no way the diva remembers my voice. In the first place, she never heard my voice. She never did. You never talked to her, even though you were playing the same concert. Not a word, as far as I can recall. But weren't you quote? Wait, it's gonna be a... Oh, I was about to say 1915, but no, it was just a 15. I kind of felt like that was supposed to be meant for him, for we thought of how tough he is. Good God, that was way too good. But weren't you their planning session or something? Gavin took care of all that himself. Darian wasn't involved in any of the meetings with her. Ugh. As if you can just go around remembering everyone's voice like that anyway. Only an idiot would believe that. Just stop doing that, your hair is way too jiggly. Lamoureux's hearing is very sensitive. She could remember him if she heard him. I'm sure of it. I just can't prove it. And I need proof. We know she missed the words. The Mixenborgs prove it. Oh, yeah? There was a mistake, but blaring on gunshots is just a lame excuse. What do you mean? The mixing board proves what? It proves there was a mistake in the song. A missed cue. So she just flubbed it up big time, that's all. She spins in a story about a gunshot to protect the kid, and cover for her own goof. Well, I haven't had it to her, if she wasn't sticking it to me at the same time. Stick it to the man. God, that was a long time I played that game. It's a weird-ass game where you basically can, like... You flip more or less the world around, and using, like, some sort of thing in your... Like, this is kind of, like, weird-ass cartoonish game. But you basically can take people's thoughts and just put them somewhere, like stickers. It was a weird game, it was kind of fun. She just flubbed it up. That's no small accusation for a performance of her caliber. Eh, she got to it too, alright. Can see it in your eyes. I tell you, most of her stuff is so pretentious, it's way over my head. I'm detecting a riff in the governor's ranks. Or a rift. Riff or rift. Anyway, she's too close to the defendant. Her testimony can't be trusted. You ask me, I go with Detective Sky's story at the drop of a pick. Yeah, the problem is that when you say that, we basically got like the whole goddamn thing as well. Actually, I was there too. So I hear, which means you heard them too, right? The gunshots. Yes, we heard gunshots. Neither I nor Emma actually saw the shooting, mind you. Huh. I guess you and Lamoureux got the same excuse then. We know one thing for certain here. There were gunshot-like sounds that emanated from the room during the third set. What we must determine is whether those sounds were actually gunshots. But she heard them too. Remember he said he ran for the air duct when he heard them? So how do we figure out just what those gunshots during the third set were? Okay, hold on. We're gonna do this because we just got them. This is the only place I feel like it works. Some things were found at the crime scene after yesterday's trial. What things? The first was this small device. Oh, that's a remote triggered igniter. Correct. And one more thing. What are those? The remains of something burnt. Not another guitar, I hope. Traces of gunpowder were found on those fragments. We have a report that it was something like a firecracker. How did Gavin know about this? What, you think Detective Sky works for you? I received a report this morning before coming here. That's when I made my decision, actually. What decision is this, Prosecutor Gavin? I registered Darian as a witness in today's trial, just in case. Oh, so basically we're not really fighting each other right now. he wants to find the truth, but he's not just gonna lay low and just let it happen. We have to find shit as well. This raises another possibility. Those gunshot-like sounds during the third set could have been two firecrackers triggered to go off by remote control. You got an active imagination, don't you? But you shouldn't say every little thing you think. They call intrusive thoughts. Your explanation there seems a bit too convenient to me. How so? So, you're saying these firecrackers just happened to go off, right when two witnesses came walking by, huh? Oh, that's why that's why there is one of those receivers. Hold on. Because we found this thing on, and it was basically outside in the corridor, close enough to be heard. So while me and Emma was talking, he knew someone was there and pressed the button. That's right. Darian was out on stage when it happened, Apollo. How could he know someone was backstage right then? If a firecracker goes off in the forest and there's no one to hear, you get my drift? Why go through the trouble, man? I know exactly how to explain this. It may not look like it, but Darian is a gifted detective. Show any weakness and he's sure to find it. It may not look like it, partner. Gee, thanks, man. Oh, that reminds me. I happened to pass through that very hall several times that day myself. Yeah, you see what I mean? Like, everything he does is planned. Like, I know that I might lose, and I will accept it, because basically he's supposed to, like, make sure that the kid get, like, prosecuted right now. But he knows that this is not the truth. What is the real truth? Yeah, you don't need to tell me. I know exactly what it is. Something odd. A headset. The kind all of the band and staff members were wearing. That's right. We picked this up in front of the door to that dressing room. What if that headset wasn't dropped, but placed? And what if it was turned on? You could hear what was going on in the hallway, even if you were out on stage. Ugh. Whose side are you on, Gavin? Listen to me, Darian. There are no sides in a court of law. Which is why now I turn to you, Forehead. I have a question for you. For me? The igniter and the bird fragment that were found at the scene of the crime. It's certainly possible that they were part of a ruse to fake the sound of gunshots. Throw the headset from the hallway into the mix, and you could fabricate an alibi. But we're still no closer to proving anything. Yeah, I think that's the thing. It's not meant to prove anything. We're the one meant to prove things. Well, of course, it's meant to basically prove that we are wrong, but we are basically the one trying to prove now that he is the one that done it. Those gunshots might have been real or fake. We can't say. You raise a possible question that the shot heard during the third set was fake. Now you need to prove the other half of the case. The other half? Look, I'll just tell him. He wants you to prove that the thing went down in the second act, while a little piano player was on stage. That's right, Gavin. Indeed. If you can't prove that, then continue this cross-examination would be pointless. Well, Mr. Justice, can you prove the crime took place during the second set? Yeah, I think. You better now, Apollo, otherwise we're thorough. You make it sound like someone else is going to come along and do it for you. Let's continue with the cross-examination then, shall we? Witness, your testimony if you would. Oh yeah, it's like he said, we cannot do anything conventional right now, so we're gonna have to do something. Yeah. You ready, kid? 'Cause I am. Does it mean I'm supposed to find he's lying or something? Because that's not really conventional either. Ugh. But the gunshots heard during the third set could have been, well, some kind of setup. I heard that one before. We need proof, Apollo. Proof! We need to prove that the shooting took place during the second set. Well, if you know how to do that, I'm all ears. Yeah. Okay, I'm just trying to, like, get all the information here right now. Right in the middle of her illusion, when she was up above the ceiling. I mean, if she got the words of the song, yeah? If you can prove the gun was shot right there when she missed those lyrics. We're home free, I think. True. Not easy, but true. Is there some way to prove that? Yeah, aren't you supposed to be cross-examining me? Try to refrain from private discussion to occur during cross-examination, Justice. Right, Your Honor. Sorry. I don't know. Like, the only thing I can think of is basically this. When she heard press the trigger, because that is basically when this happened. And she was already down below, and we know that. Because she was never up there. It was a... Okay, I'm gonna do that, actually. He's pretty eager to paint Labradors as a liar, isn't he? Yeah, because her testimony is basically our entire case. This is, though, tough. So what do we do? I've got a few ideas. Just need to find another way to prove it didn't happen when... So yeah, I'm gonna do this. Because right now, they say her testimony is a lie. But if it is a lie, then someone must set fire to the guitar. Okay, I'm gonna do this. It doesn't matter if I'm wrong or right now. I'm gonna do this, because this proves that someone ignited the guitar. Just when she says someone said press the button. And I'm wrong. Fuck. So we need this. We basically need the proof. What do we have then? Oh, wait, we never used this, actually. Can we use this? Try this. Nope, okay. Okay, yeah, I'm just trying myself through right now. This is the part of the error. Part of the trial and error. The trial is where we are right now. The error is what I'm doing. Okay. The shooting took place during the second set. If you're so sure, let's see your proof. Fuck, okay. How do we prove that? Death due to, yeah, loss of blood. Victim shot in the shoulder in Lamar's room, yeah. Crime scene was Lamar's dressing room. Like, this one I thought because, like, it shows when it was set on fire. More or less the moment she heard the sound. But that might not really mean anything anyway. This is not really proof. We've already determined that it has been there and it might have been used for it. But it doesn't tell us anything. It doesn't prove that it happened then. It only proves that something happened. And the same thing with these. We know that these are together, but they don't prove it. I don't know. I don't know really, actually. Should we do this? Because it would be like... That's when she heard the gunshot. And then... Basically there is when the fire starts. But that wouldn't really be proof either. Uh, we have pressed everything. The only thing we can do is present evidence. But what for evidence? Shooting took place during the second set. If you're so sure, let's see your proof. Any ideas, anyone? Because I am kind of out of ideas. I'm gonna save for safety reason because I know I'm gonna... I'm uncertain. Like, we could try the igniter, but it doesn't prove that it happened then. We have to prove that it happened in the second set. We only know that the igniter was down there, never when it was triggered. Question is, we did get from Mr. Wright before, set Darian's some igniter on fire. Does he have an igniter on him? Could we like just press this button? Okay, let's do the igniter. You give the igniter, we're gonna try the igniter. Yeah. Okay. We need to know, have proof of it happened under the second set. Should we just press the button? Fuck it, I'm probably gonna press the button. Okay, apparently pressing the button doesn't help. I just wanted to try because why the hell not? It would be fun if he actually had one in the back pocket and just started bursting his ass into flames. But I don't know. We could try the DJ table, but I think it's gonna happen later. Because now we're gonna prove that it happened during the second set. This has the third set. We made the brooch again. I don't think it's the brooch. The brooch, I don't think it is. Because there's nothing proving that it was there. We know she lost it. But there is nothing that can say... She can't say that the shooting happened then. We need to have something that proves the shooting took place at that time. Oh, it was this. It seems there was a clear proof left behind. Okay, it was a DJ table. I thought the DJ table was gonna be later. Because technically it proves his mistake in the music. A song? What exactly is this device thingy? But it was actually this now. I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was gonna be for later. Because if you remember, he basically was annoyed with Darian's messing up in the middle of their song, which was the third set? Second set? I don't know. Oh, under the third set, which is basically when he put the igniter on. So I'm not gonna lie, I thought this was for later. Come on, we just used it. Don't get me started on gramophone. This device was used to record the performance part. You move the slider to adjust the volume. Each instrument is adjustable separately. Lamoureux's voice included. Oh, but what does this prove? According to Lamoureux's testimony, at the moment of the shooting, she forgot the words to the song. Ah, you intend to examine the recording of the moment, yeah? I don't know why I didn't even think about that. You might even hear those gunshots. Exactly. Ah, ridiculous. Oh, you're all sweating. How are you supposed to hear gunshots back in that dressing room on stage? Have you forgotten, Darian? We were all wearing these headsets. Ew. Ew. We were all deeply involved in our performance, but Lamoureux's headset would have picked up what she heard all the same. Then let's go analyzing that recording. Right now. Yeah, I know which one it is. I'm gonna do this. Because I realized when I was looking at it, it was basically the... Because I saw that when we was listening before, that this only happened each time she was singing. I think it's singing. Oh! Found it! I just heard a small boom! Fuck, that's actually kind of fun, but just like, where is it somewhere? Boom! Ah, there it is. Your Honor, listen closely to this part. This is a track with Lamir's vocals. I don't know why I didn't think of the microphone picking up. Either I thought about it, but was like, nah, I don't think that's gonna be something. Or I just forgot about it, I don't know. I did hear something faintly there, yes? Well, it sounded like a gunshot. Well, this has to be some kind of mistake. Whoa. Flubber there, what the hell? I believe that a case has been made. Gunshots were heard during the second set, which means Lamiror's testimony was true. Ugh. But fair enough with the DJ table, though. Order, everyone! So, she was telling the truth about what she heard. So the question is, how did she know about his voice? Well, what did he say? Oh, it might because they were trying to basically handle things about a cocoon. So perhaps Darian was meant to be doing something. So he is from that country. That's why she knows the voice. Just after that, there was a gunshot. And then the guitar caught on fire. Detective Crescent, you weren't on stage during the second set. You could have done it. But why did you only hear one gunshot on the recording? Weren't 2 bullets fired from this weapon? Lamirus was moving through the air vent, Your Honor. She must have not been close enough to hear for her mic to catch this first shot. But then as she passed over, she heard the second, or the first. The gun fired again and Miss Letus's life was taken. Well, Detective Crescent? Once again I am reminded of something. Oh, fuck off. Our performance that day. Your performance? Seeing the mixing board jogged my memory. Oh, this is what I was thinking about. You were there too, her forehead. This time when he fucked up. Problem after problem. My heart won't stop. My guitar burst in flames. My guitar had been turned into crisp, and top of all, someone's dead. And then there was that performance just now. What's that all about? This part is off. Which is that? Second guitar. It was you, Darian. Yeah, this is what I thought I was gonna show off later. I didn't think it was now. I thought it was strange at the time. How could you miss such a simple cue? I know you. I know you play. You're better than that. Well, You what? Prosecutor Gavin, what are you getting at? I'm talking about the murder weapon. Miss Letussel's 45 cal... Oh! He wasn't capable of fully playing because that goddamn thing has a power of a horse. As we have learned, even the shooter doesn't go unscarred with a revolver that size. The kickback is enough to dislocate your shoulder, if you're an amateur. Wait, you mean his playing was affected because he hurt himself shooting that revolver? I thought it was because of, like, he was trying to, like, pull the igniter thing. I'm forgetting something. Yes, Detective Crescent. I'm a trained police officer, you know. I've had firearms training, plenty of it. I'm no amateur. The standard firearm issue to the police officers is a 38 caliber weapon. A much tamer beast. Also, the murder weapon belonged to the victim, Mr. Letussel. Which suggests there was a struggle between the killer and victim. So, the killer might not have been holding the revolver correctly when he fired. Is that what you mean? That thought had occurred to me, yes. Oh, fair enough. Well, does the witness have anything to say about this? Detective Crescent! All I want to ask is what Mrs. Slaves rolled up ready for action has to say. Hey, you, attorney. Me? Exactly. Which piece of your evidence is decisive again? You got a little noise on a tape that could be anything. And you have an alleged guitar cue missed due to a 45 caliber kickback. I wait for this case, Gavin, really do. You can line up your little weak pieces of evidence all you want. I didn't shoot that manager. And that's the obvious truth. The witness have a point. The defense argument, while pursuing, are not decisive. I believe we should hear that, what the witness has to say in response to the case so far. Your testimony, please, Detective Crescent. Tell us your reason why you couldn't have done it. Or at least just continue talking, so we can just find some weird shit here. Oh, come on. Why would I ever want to kill that manager? I want a reason? Easy. I got no motive, man. This was that Deva's first trip to this country, right? How could I possibly know her manager? If I didn't know him, why would I want to kill him? He was technically the one that found out he was from the Interpol. Oh, a simple reason indeed. Prosecutor Gavin, is it the case that Mr. Tussle had not been to our country before? According to our records, yes, not even once. I see. Very well. Mr. Justice, you may begin the cross-examination. Great, now I need to find a motive. The only motive I can think of, which is going to be the result, is that he is hired, or he is a Burgundian, and is meant to basically bring back the cocoon and kill anyone in sight, because basically smuggling out the cocoon is still punishable by death. Which means, like, why would it matter if they got killed there or there? Her manager, sure, but Mr. Tussle was... Oh, right, sorry. An Interpol agent, wasn't he? I just have trouble picturing that lunk as an undercover cop, you dig? Not a very good one, seeing how he just got wasted. That's cold, dog. Not that it matters either way. See, I had no reason to kill a man, whatever he was. I kind of want to try something here. Because he says he does easy, I got no motive. A replica cocoon from which a remedy incurious may be extracted. I think, wasn't that found on him? Let's go and just press some stuff here and see first. But that's the same for Machi. No motive was proven for him. Oh, come on, he traveled around the world with that old fart. He had plenty of time to come up with a motive of his own. Not all that long, like they were kinda new to each other. More than I sure did. I mean, think about it. It was Diva's first trip to country, right? Yeah. Darian, you're a detective with international affairs. Yeah? What of it? Even if this was Mr. Tussle's first trip to this country, you still could have met him prior to the concert. Huh? Or don't you take any international trips in international affairs? Oh, that's right. Well, Detective Crescent. That's your game, is it? Guess I better confess then. Confess? Yeah, it's a bit of an embarrassment, but I've never been sent overseas. What? But you're an international. See, me and plans go difference of opinion. We don't like each other much. And planes, right? Not plans. My condolences her forehead, but he is telling the truth. He never set foot outside the country. I can guarantee it. As it turns out, my division has plenty of work to do locally as well. Well, that's so unfair. So you didn't fraternize with him at all during the concert? What is fraternize? Ah, I don't think we exchanged a single word. As if anyone would want to talk to that old Eastern blockhead. No, ladies, that's a different matter altogether. Bro, should just join national affairs then. Fair enough. So, you see? Be sure about that. What? What? Wipe that look out of your face before I do it for you. Listen, you're throwing out one of your wild accusations. I'll throw it back at you so hard you will forget you're accusing of what? Therefore, perhaps it's best if you let your evidence doing the talk, yeah? Ah, man, what evidence? That's what I want to know. So he's using this motive question as ammunition, huh? Well, I got ammunition too. Evidence. Should I do it here? Okay, so if I didn't know him, why would I want to kill him? How could I possibly know him? Okay, so yes, they don't need to know each other. So why would I ever want to kill that manager? You want a reason? Easy. I got no motive. The problem is I feel like all of these are the same. Why would I want to kill the manager? You have a reason. What is the motive? The motive is the motive. That doesn't mean much. That doesn't mean much. This is the same thing. Why would I want to kill him? You say that twice, don't you? Yeah, he says that twice. Like, where am I supposed to use my evidence? Am I supposed to use it here? If I didn't know him, why would I want to kill him? Fuck it, I'm gonna just do this. Okay, fair enough. Your Honor, take a look at this. What's that? Oh, looks like a piece of candy. Oh, look, I got a bag of Milky Ways. Oh, God. It's not... Don't lick it, please. For the love of God, you don't know where it has been. Detective Crescent. Ever seen this? Looks like a piece of candy. What it is evidence. Don't lick it before you try it. Specifically, this is a replica of a cocoon. It was found among the victim's belongings. A cocoon? Never seen one that color. It is a variety only found in the Republic of Bulgaria. Never nowhere else. Alright, but what does this cocoon replica do in my courtroom? Surely it has nothing to do with a motive for killing Mr. Latussel. Does it? It does. Wait, I mean, I think it does. You don't sound so confident, man. A cocoon. Is it one of those silky cocoons? The kind you makes, well, silk out of. Not this one. This cocoon makes a powerful curative. A curative? For what? Apparently it's the most efficacious at treating a disease through incurable. I thought incurable. It is the only medicine of its kind. However, it is illegal to take one out of these healing cocoons out of Bulgaria. Yeah, whatever for? If it's such a miracle cure, why don't share it with the world? Yeah, that's what I was wondering. We've been looking into the matter at some length. Apparently, it isn't difficult at all to manufacture the remedy for the cocoon. Yet, if you change the process only slightly, you can easily make a large quantity of something else entirely. A deadly poison, in fact. What? There was an incident several years ago where some of these got out onto the black market. It caused quite a commotion in the global community, though the media was kept vaguely aware. Intriguing. All this had led to a strict ban of the cocoon's export, one rigidly enforced by Interpol, among others. Interpol? Oh, that would explain why if he wants to stop it then. Because it could be used as a poison, so he might not have been looking for, like, having it and making sure to get it to the... Oh, that might be why they're... I don't know. Someone has brought it out there because of this. Hold on. So we know that the Chief Justice's son has incurities, which this thing cures. Well, hi there. So that means that someone from Chief Justice managed to get a hold of this, and either Interpol want to stop this from happening, or Darien wants to stop this from happening. I don't know which part is which. If Darien killed this guy from stopping the export, or if this guy was killed because he tried to stop export. I think I said it right. The victim, Romain Latussel, was an Interpol agent. Detective Christen, you insist on referring to him as a manager, but that is misleading. Romain Latussel wasn't killed as a manager, he was killed as an undercover agent. So, I was trying to smuggle this gumball out of the country. What was I trying to say? I'm saying there could well be a motive for murder. Oh, so I was going to sell it on the black market, make myself a pretty penny. Ridiculous, I mean totally unthinkable. Unthinkable, you say? Why? Perhaps it's time for another testimony. About this smuggling of cocoon business. Cocoon smuggling. Ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Oh. Interpol has all hot and bothered about them. Can't sell them on the black market, too dangerous. Yeah, cocoon smuggling ain't exactly lucrative anymore. Well, I'm in international affairs, I know the deal. Yeah, but you're also working underneath someone. Indeed. Interpol was wanted these cocoons bad enough to send Mr. Latussel undercover. You kids think up the craziest things, but no way I'm going to risk life on a limb just to get my hands on some dirty cocoon money. Not the most noble of statements, but duly noted. Oh, that might be why Mr. Wright said that this has a like against the law kind of thing. It's like it's not a controversial thing because it's the Chief Justice that made this happen, and because of that, everything is going to shit right now. According to reports, these cocoons top Interpol's list. Selling them to an underground organization would be risky. Very well. You may begin your cross-examination. This is the only motive I've got. He was up to something, and I'm going to find out what. I think I know what, and it's basically the Chief Justice. That's the only connection we have. International Affairs got a memo about these cocoons. Interpol are hot and bothered about them. Can't sell them on the black market, too dangerous. Yeah, cocoons may not exactly lucrative anymore. Man, I'm in international affairs and know the deal. Should I just present the paper here? Ah, fuck it. Let's just press first. Let's just do the normal rules first and press. That memo. That's how you knew about the cocoons. Ah, nice one, nice one. I'm running scared now. You had to know about the cocoon to plan this. Just how well do you know of these cocoons? I'm embarrassed to admit it, I've never heard of them. Well, Lamoureux knew about them, though not their use. My reports indicate that there are ongoing efforts to control information about the cocoons. Most people only know that they're illegal to export, that's all. Then, I have nothing to be embarrassed about after all. I could say that people like me who know about them are a minority, yeah. But that includes everyone in international affairs, man. And everyone in Interpol too, for that matter. Yeah, okay, fair enough. So there are other Interpol agents like Mr. Latussel. All over the world likely, deep undercover, most of them. That's why these cocoons are too hot for the black market. You don't want Interpol sniffing through your wares. Most came to the conclusion that... yeah, to sell them was way too dangerous. Dangerous? Yeah, Interpol finds you and arrests you for the spot. Or another marketeer might think you're part of a sting and take you out himself. Times changed. Either that or you send them to the country where they came from and you're gonna be executed anyway. But wouldn't the scarcity drive up prices? Yeah, and attention. Every gangster and his brother will want a piece of that action. They turn your forehead into a Swiss cheese before you could say objection. Maybe we Maybe we could get them to cut his hair too. There's a trial here again. Well, you obviously know nothing about the market. That's a bad thing. Don't even try to mess with me about this stuff. Which is why you know how to find the loophole in the system. Hey, you can say what you want about me, but back off from national affairs. There ain't no loopholes, okay? What do you think we are, Boy Scouts? I was one trying to... Down, Darian. It's as you say. There are no loopholes, at least in the case of these cocoons. International affairs, Interpol and Bulgarian customs are all watching. See? We know what we're doing. Not like some yapping little doggies that lap up every word that Diva says. Now they're just fighting each other. Chill, both of you. Let's do this cool, yeah? Screw cool, I want this guy's head on a stick. The replica has to be the key to this motive. This could be a way to find out what he was up to. Okay, so yeah. The cocoon is the motive. The cocoon cures a thing. I'm gonna do this. Yeah, that was the wrong spot, I guess. I wanted to try at least once. Because the thing is, like, the cocoon is the motive. But what is the cocoon needed for? A incurable disease. Which, like, okay, he doesn't want the money. Of course. But the thing is, like, there is one specific person that has the disease. We already know that. We just need to somehow find a place where to link that, because that's the only place we know where it can be linked. Because if there's another motive where I basically have to find something, then holy crap. Oh, shit, I pressed the wrong button. Also, I'm kinda glad I still actually have the skip thing. But yeah, basically... I think it has to be this. We already used this. This I don't really know. But... I feel like it's gonna be this. Article about Chief Justice's son who is inflicted with incurities. Replica cocoon from which a remedy for incurities may be extracted. They never said what sort of affliction in this. There is somewhere gonna be here. I know it's gonna be any one of these. I'm gonna try one of each of these. I'm gonna do this, because we already did the last one. And yeah, we know they're not lucrative, but it's not because, well, in a sense it might be, because he might be getting paid. Oh, okay, it was getting paid. Why not choose a less... I didn't even press a button. Autoplay isn't even on. What the hell did you just say? Why not choose a less dangerous buyer then? I would. How clueless are you? Everyone in the market's dangerous. The second they found out I was a cop, I could kiss my keysters goodbye. Why sell to a black market buyer? How about someone like this? That article, that's about the Chief Justice. A deadly poison can be extracted from the cocoon, but so can a cure. And not a cure for just any disease. A cure for incurities. Incurities? I've heard of that somewhere. You went to visit a victim of the disease this morning. Oh, why that's the disease that Chief Justice's son has. You aren't saying. Our witness is a detective. He would have contact with the Chief Justice. You are saying the Chief Justice would never deal in contraband. Not even to save his own son's life. But even if the deal went through, why, it would be an international scandal. That's Detective Crescent's insurance. If word ever got out, I'm not doing autoplay. would be the chief... Wait, hold on. If ever got out, the one with his neck on the line would be Chief Justice. Detective Crescent, is this true? First I'm a murderer, now I'm a smuggler? How many crimes are you trying to pin on me anyway? Distasteful as I think about if the Chief Justice were the buyer. Why, a seller couldn't hope for a better deal. Also, yes, it is dangerous to make you could make a poison of it, of course. But like, any sort of fucking medicine could become a poison if you do it wrongly. Oh, fucking hell, just control the area, make the thing, there we go. Fucking hell. A very cowardly seller. Don't let slaves over here trick you. So, I made a deal with the Chief Justice. Where's your proof? Well, oh yeah, and you're forgetting one other important point. Do tell. Interpol isn't the only ones out watching this. Organian customs barely sleep. There's a word about cocoons getting out. So we were informed. Let's continue with the cross-examination. Okay, we at least got something. Organian customs is very thorough. Oh, wait, what? Oh, shit. Oh! I know. The guitar was sent using a special thing. I'm gonna use this. Yes, I was right. I know that they packed this shit in. Actually, there is one way. What? One way to get something out of the country, no checks. Well, what is it? You become a prosecutor. A prosecutor? Yeah, he realized. Because the guitar he got was basically, I'm wrapping it in everything, and I'm even using my special this is evidence style. I don't believe it. Believe it, Prosecutor Gavin. What was it that you told me yesterday at your office? It was a beautiful instrument. It was played lovingly for many years. A guitar befitting a woman like Lemuror. How did it end up here? I don't even need to use the voice because this is a flashback. It's kind of a rule I have, so I don't like to use up all my goddamn voice. So it's a target for Burgania. We couldn't quarantine through the plate, changing air pressure and humidity around the wood. So I vacuum packed it in Lemuror's studio. I use a special shipping service available to me for transporting evidence. They brought it right up to my office for me. Pristine and untouched. Oh, damn. Didn't I get that right, Prosecutor Gavin? Untouched. Quite. The guitar was wrapped in several sheets of vacuum packed in Burgania. The pack was untouched until the day of the concert. Are you saying that guitar was... With cocoons this small, it would be possible to use your guitar as a mule to smuggle cocoon out of Burgania? What? Which reminds me, Prosecutor Gavin. Oh, Prosecutor Gavin. That guitar has some work done on it recently, right? Work? Ah, good memory of forehead. Well, you know how guitars have round holes in the front? This is called a sound hole. Well, I found something attached to the wood just inside the hole. A broken device of some sort. A broken device? Why did I do voice again? Yes, this in fact. So it has been tampered with. An igniter! Yes, exactly. Consider this, if you will. What if the igniter wasn't the only thing that was attached inside your guitar? So I guess the igniter must be a failsafe, like, oh, we're gonna check the guitar. Press the button! Press the button! You mean... He means this, of course. There was a way to get a cocoon out of the country. They could use a picky prosecutor giving privileged guitar as a mule. And who better to do that than someone with access, like a member of the band. How do you even pronounce that? Order, everyone, order! It's igniter! was placed in there for a clear reason, it seems. It was a safety precaution. A precaution? Ah, her forehead. At last it all comes together. Or just as an evidence remover in general with Lurik's story as a cover. I think the lyrics was just out of, like, just made, like, the only one that knew the lyrics was Lamiror and Gavin, so I don't think it was even a cover. It was just so goddamn purely made that it just fit together. Care to review? Maestro, gentle sounds of Lamiror's ballad, if you will. What? Where? First, my keys were stolen. A harmless misdemeanor, the manner, which forced me to break the lock of on my guitar case. The key was stolen to retrieve the cocoon from the guitar. Yeah, the coincidence goes crazily because, as I said, like, Darian could not have known about the lyrics. I think. I see. But things don't go so well. The smuggler wasn't accounting on the guitar being wrapped. Only a member of the band could get near that case. Unwrapping the guitar would raise too many suspicions. Then the concert began. Right about this time, a very large problem presented itself to the smuggler. What's that? Mr. Latussle. Oh. Mr. Latussle, an undercover agent, was on to something. He could have known about the guitar. He'd only had to check the shipping records. So, Mr. Latussle tried to examine the guitar himself. If the cocoon was confiscated, then the gig would be up. The only thing left for the smuggler to do was to get rid of the whole lot. It's over, press the switch now. The guitar burst into flames and the cocoon was lost. And then Miss Latussle died, with Lamiror there to witness it. There's your case. Except, everywhere, as we said, the cocoon got lost. I don't think it's lost. I think perhaps Maichi might have found it. Because he was very worried about the cocoon in the first place. Brilliant, man. Detective Crescent. I gotta know, you make all that up on the fly? For a man-made story, it makes a great deal of sense, Darian. The Republic of Burgania. Sorry, man, I haven't even been there. True, you haven't. Let's see you make up a story for that, kid. How did I hide the cocoon in the first place, huh? Not so hard to imagine. You had help, a Burganian accomplice. That's all. Machi. Because that's why he doesn't want to go back. That you had an accomplice was clear from the start. The voice Lamiror heard proves it. You made this transmission from backstage. Oh, right, yeah, because he told someone to actually burn it. While your conspirator was on stage. But who was it? This is it, the coup de grace. And for once I know what I'm doing. There's only one person who could have helped him. Let's hear what Mr. Justice has to say then. But be warned, with a great accusation comes great responsibility, and probably prison for the one you're accusing. Make up your answer on the fly, as it were, and you will be harshly penalized. Oh shit, okay. Are you ready, Mr. Justice? Who was smuggling the smuggler's accomplice? The only one that was very afraid of going back to the country. There's only one person who can meet the requirement, accomplice. And that person is the defendant, Machi Tobias. But Mr. Justice, it's your client. A defense attorney accusing his client. That's a new one. I assure you, none of this. No one is more unhappy about this than I. But I'm here to defend him in the murder of Miss Latussle. And I stand by my statement earlier that he is innocent of that particular crime. Indeed, the defendant is Burganian. He does meet the basic requirement to be an accomplice. But what if it was, in fact, Lamiror? It couldn't have been her. Well, you seem sure of yourself. The reason is electronic signals, Your Honor. Oop. Oh, right, that was just a thing. Electronic signals. Recall that this remote only works to a range of 30 feet. Beyond that, it's useless. Yes, that's true. Now think back at the testimony. When the shooter made his transmission, Lamoureux was in the air vent, right above the dressing room where the shooter stood. Let's look at the stage diagram. This is the area the remote could reach from the air vent. Well, looking at this, it seems that Lamoureux still could have done the deed. No. When the shooter made the transmission, the stage was slightly different than shown here. It was in the middle of the guitar's serenade, which basically means the tower. Part of the stage was arisen. Prosecutor Gavin and the Lamoureux stand-in were in the air. They were on a tower which happened to be 15 feet tall. In other words, finally I'm gonna actually talk. The remote couldn't have worked from Lamoureux's position in the air vent. Oh. Well, Detective Crescent, what do you say to that? Your Honor? Yes, Detective? Can we see the video where Gavin's guitar burns? Just one more time. Well, I don't see why not. What? Don't tell me he has a way out of this. Yeah. There. Too bad. So sad, punk. First you wear sleeves, then kid, now punk. You're losing rank fast, Apollo. What exactly are we supposed to see in this video? The problem isn't in what we see. Correct, Darian? Right, it's what you hear. We're musicians, after all. Care to explain for us, non-musicians? Sure thing, punk. Let me get your yarn straight first. You're saying in order for the Wii piano is to set off that igniter. That's right. Yes. Well, and to do that, you have to press the switch. Am I right? Okay. Well, take another listen. Pay attention to the piano. Piano? I don't know which one of these is piano. The new Ovo, welcome to the stream. Hope you have a wonderful Tuesday. Welcome. Yes, we're playing some Apollo. We're playing some Apollo Justice. What seems to be the problem here? Also killing my voice. That's also what we're doing. Ah, you're muted. Yeah, no problem. Hold on. I don't know if you can hear or can hear or not hear, because I know it's not like an automatic thing. There we go. Someone is cooking something. Is it egg? No, I don't think. I don't know. Yeah, the piano sounded just fine. Ah, that's the problem, man. I still don't get it. Yeah, how are you supposed to hit that switch if it's playing? You got Mrs. Diva, the guitarist, the bass, the piano, and the drums. The only one with her hands free was the Diva. Lamoureux. Well, according to you, she couldn't have been the accomplice, could she? Interesting. Her accomplice would have had a hard time helping out. Maybe they couldn't even press that switch. Fair enough. That's interesting. Huh. Because I was right at least with the ignition that it happened here. The piano plays non-stop. Huh. He couldn't have pressed that switch. Well, Mr. Justice, The piano does seem to be playing when the guitar catches on fire. Well, it's okay, we all make mistakes sometimes. Apollo, were you wrong? I can't be wrong. Everything makes perfect sense. How could it all just... strange. What's strange? No, it's just something odd about the performance there. Odd? Mr. Justice, if Magic Dubai didn't press that switch, then who could not be the accomplice you claim he is? But every brand points to it. Every fact says he's the accomplice. Don't tell me it's the goddamn uncle, and that's why he's basically went straight for the goddamn train. Because he knew it was gonna happen. He was not standing around letting it happen. Oh shit. I got the facts wrong, man. There's some facts for you. Gavin's guitar is on fire, but the pianist didn't press that switch. In other words, your story is full of holes. Mr. Justice, let's hear your final opinion on this matter now. Was the defendant Magic Dubai the accomplice? Your answer will reflect on everything you've heard here. Give it some thought. Apollo, if Match is not the accomplice, then our whole case is ruined. I know that. It has to be him. He was the only one who could have helped the smuggler. He had to have pressed that switch. Well, you better find a way to prove it. Like, Gavin did say there's something odd with the performance, but whose performance? What do I do? What do I do? Ah, there has to be a something that doesn't fit. Something odd. Something odd? Wait a second. What? You thought of something. What was Gavin saying just now? Strange. No, it's just something's odd about the performance there. It's not much to go on, but that's all I got. What exactly did he hear that was odd? Have you come up with something, Mr. Justice? May I remind you that everything rests on this. Can you prove Magic to press that switch? Let's hear your final answer. I can't prove it. I can't prove it. But I can prove it was it was possible. As a prosecutor, it falls to me to ask you to show evidence supporting this. Forehead, you sure about this? I accept there is no evidence, man. Let's see your evidence, Mr. Justice. On what do you base your claim that the defendant pressed the switch? Oh, fuck, I still need to show something. Oh, bollocks. How do we know that he pressed the switch? That's the problem. Like, how do we prove that? Like, what? Do I have anything? Should I just do this as well? Fuck. We can try at least. The base of my claim is music, Your Honor. Music? What about music? If I can't see it, I can at least hear it. Let's listen to the piano part around the time when the switch was being pressed. Right before the guitar burst into flame. Well, which one of these is guitar? Four. Oh, they made automatically. Huh? I didn't hear anything odd. I hear piano being played. But doesn't it sound kind of simple? Simple? Oh, I think what is suggesting. I think Magic could have played that part with one hand. Fair enough. That was a thought I had, but I didn't really bring it up because, like, I didn't think that was even possible. It might have needed two hands, but okay. He could have done it with one hand. One hand! He only needed one hand to press that switch. He could play the piano with the other. What's your... So, what you... What, you're some kind of piano servant? Actually, no. What do you know? You can't play a part like that with one hand. Ugh. Maybe. I don't know what I'm talking about here. Wait, I know. Oh, sorry, wrong person. Wait, I know. Hey, Trucy. Yeah, you got something. Mr. Wright, your father, he's a pianist. Could he... Oh, Daddy! He couldn't play a part like that, even if he has 3 hands. So sorry. So sad for you. No, not really. Huh? That was just the easy way to prove it. It's always the hard way. That was the easy way. Now we're just gonna go to the hard way. Let's go this. Man, are you going to prove whatever he played it with one hand or two? You can't. I admit, I will be rather difficult to prove. But it's highly likely he was playing with one hand. How do you know that? The clue what Prosecutor Gavin described as sounding odd. What sounded odd? I bet we can tell by listening to that certain part of the song. No, no way. Well, it seems we've come to the moment of the truth at last. Let's hear Mr. Justice has to say for himself. Show us the part that proves the defendant was playing with one hand, right before the guitar burst into flame. And one section of the song proves it, which... Fuck, yeah, okay, let's just do this and play everything. Odd. I don't hear anything. It must be in a second, though. Oh, wait, hold on. I thought I heard something there. Hold on. That sounded very odd. I thought I heard... You heard that? Dun, dun, in. I heard a little, like, he missed a tone. That's a section. I'm afraid I can't hear it. What's your opinion as an artist, Prosecutor Gavin? It is a beautiful song and the lyrics are outstanding. I'll take it as a mean as there is no problem with this section at all. Wait, so what was the odd thing that Gavin heard? The switch was pressed in the first half of the second verse, right? I know, I just need to find a place to compare to that. Your Honor, if you give me one more chance, I think I can find... Wait, excuse me, what? I suppose you don't have a choice. Very well. You claim the defendant was playing the piano one. Okay. Shows the part that shows it. Wait. I thought I just heard it. Okay, here. I am the first half of the second verse. Yeah, am I deaf? I know there was somewhere around there, it just said dong. Okay, we're just gonna have to do this again. And the music is back. God, that was so weird when everything was quiet. Okay, I don't hear a goddamn thing. Am I listening to the right thing? Am I listening to the right thing? Hold on, I'm gonna just do this and like just listen to like the first half a second. Yeah. Fuck, this was quiet. Okay, not that one. I don't understand. What am I trying to find out here? Was I mistaken? Oh, fuck it. Let's go here and just do this. I don't... What am I listening to? Prosecutor Gavin. I couldn't hear shit. It must be before at least. So we have 5 to choose between. I'm gonna do that. Prosecutor Gavin. I'm sure you realized by now just what it was that sounded odd to you. As I'm sure you've realized it yourself. Of what I have not realized. Realized what? Yeah, I am just like him, to be honest, right now. I'll demonstrate. Let's listen to the part in question again, shall we? Pay particular attention to the but fleeting melody phrase. Oh, yeah, now I heard. It sounded kind of Man. How many times are we gonna have to listen to the same thing? Okay, so what I heard was something that sounded similar, but it was technically there. Everything was like Fun, I sort of sounded like Freddy Fazbear there for a moment. You're right. Enough of that. Let's listen to another section, shall we? Another section! The guitar bursts into flames at the end of the second verse. Let's listen to the same spot in the first verse. Pay attention to all that night in your membranes. Membranes? I don't know. Play verse 2 again. Yeah, there is a difference between those. Those are similar. They feel the same, true, but they're clearly very different. Well put, Your Honor. The phrase in verse 2 is quite simple, but the same phrase in verse 1 has high and low notes. You have to use 2 hands to play that for sure. What's that to prove? I would think that you know that by now. This is what I hate dealing with amateurs, man. So the 2 verses have different arrangements. Happen all the time. Not this time, Darian. There's no point in changing an arrangement if you can't hear it clearly. That wasn't the point. I had him play specifically so that the piano would stay in the background. Oh. That's what I had noticed. Why should the same phrase sound slightly different, I asked myself. Now ask yourself why Matchy changed now how he played and there's only one answer. I didn't hear that. I'm very bad at, like, music and sound things, to be honest. Like, I remember when I did, like, Miss Valkyrie with the whole sound thing. Like, how do I even explain the sound I heard from the goddamn Kraken staring at us? Order, everyone, order! I believe this ties all the facts together. Well, Prosecutor Gavin. Yes, quite. Though, personally, this comes as a terrible disappointment. What? No comeback? I can't believe it, I finally did it. I shut him up. Very well. Barring an objection from the prosecution. Oh, I think this is what he meant by today's legal system, because we did actually save Machi from, oh, you're not a murderer, to, oh, fucking hell, you're a smuggler. Yeah, and that is why he freaks out. Good show, Sleeves. No, great show. Not over. I don't like when he looks so happy. You tell him, Gavin. Tell him what's so disappointing. Personally, I'm terribly disappointed. And you have forehead. Me? Yes, don't get me wrong. Your case is solid. The facts all checks out, but even now, you have yet to show us a single piece of decisive evidence. Yeah, but the fact anyone can see it was him. Unfortunately, anyone does not include the law. I'm afraid your case doesn't cut it. Okay, so this explains what it meant by the legal system today, because we could not prove it was him. We could only establish that that is how it looked like. 1,000 facts might point towards the same conclusion, but without decisive evidence, it's not proof. That's the rule under our current legal system. I don't believe it. It does not seem as though the defendant has any more evidence to present. I think we did already. I think if we did already, we would have seen it a long way back. It is unfortunate, but at the present, this court is unable to acknowledge your accusation. Yeah, this is what he was talking about. The truth is staring us all right in the face. Why can't they see it? What's the point of a legal system that protects criminals? Apollo, remember what Daddy said? Yeah, this is the thing he said. It won't be easy proving he did it, especially not under the current rule system. So what do we do? Like I said, good luck. And be aware that it might be impossible to prove his guilt by conventional methods. We're gonna bluff. Objection here, say. Welcome, Atari. Welcome. Yeah, we basically just realized that the objection is overruled by the law. Find Darian's Crescent's igniter and set it off. The only thing I get from that is press the button. See if his pants is catching on fire. Yes, hi to you too. Welcome. I hope you have a wonderful Tuesday. I hope you all have. I think it just meant a weak spot. I think it meant just a weak spot, no? The kind of thing that a single spark could turn into a wildfire of emotion. I won't be able to press him further by conventional means. I got to find a weak spot in this guy. Something fatal. So, can I get back to work now or what? Looks like I got a lot of time on my hands. I got no time to play pretend with this dead weight, attorney. It's pretty good so far. Oh, fair enough. That's good to hear. Wonderful. Well, Mr. Justice, we've come this far without decisive evidence. This witness won't be coming back to the stand once we let him go. Make the phrase liar, liar, pants on fire a reality. Yes! I want that to happen. Every man has igniter. You say the better the guitar, the brighter it burns, Prosecutor Gavin. Ah, yes. Good guitars are kept dry, is why. That proves the best sound. Even a small spark could cause the irreparable damage. Your plan has an igniter in it too, Detective. It was there from the very beginning. What? Fighting time, Justice. If you blow this one, he'll just be out of your hands for good. Go for it, Apollo. What is this igniter supposed to come burn me up? That's almost poetic there, Miss Attorney. All the better. I rather found of poetry. And I intend to hear this one through to the very end. I love the actually just allows us to talk about this. My forehead. You are accusing this man, Darren Crescent, of 2 crimes. The murder of the Tussle and the smuggling of a Burganian cocoon. And yes, for those wondering, yes, I am pronouncing Burganian wrong, because I like the sound of burger. This proves your last chance. This is your last chance to prove your case. This trial's already run on far too long. Mr. Justice, this would be my last warning. The moment this ignite of yours turns out to be a dead, is the moment this cross-examination ends. Understood? Yes, Your Honor. Then let's have it. Show us the base of these accusations against Darien Crescent. Okay, this is really my last chance. The key to this will take apart Darren Crescent's plan. Call a witness. Should we call a witness? Fuck, should I don't have any evidence. Fuck it, call witness. Your igniter isn't a piece of evidence. So what is? It is true that I couldn't show a decisive evidence. But perhaps what I need to prove my case was something else. Oh, you mean a witness? Proving his guilt is a tall order. But I got just a person to do it. Very well, Mr. Justice. Who is this person who can prove Darren Crescent's guilt? Fuck it. Let's do this. I'm guessing mostly. The person who can prove Darren Crescent's guilt is the defendant, Machi Tobaye. Your client? Again? For crying out loud, Justice. Machi Tobaye was an accomplice to the cocoon smuggling plot. Without him, Darren Crescent could not have gotten the cocoon. Furthermore, he can easily prove that the one who plotted the smuggling that cocoon is the real criminal in this case. How so? It would require just one of the very cocoons Miss Latussel was looking for. With the corporation of the Republic of Burgania, we could burn a cocoon. The burned cocoon would have left a particular residue. A residue we could no doubt also find inside the burnt out guitar. Very scientific of you. Thus, if Machi Tobaye acknowledged his agreement with Darren Crescent concerning the attempt smuggling of a Burganian cocoon, the case is solved. Am I right or wrong now? I don't know. There it is, laughing again. Your unrelenting passion is remarkable. You really want to get me, don't you? Too bad you'll never be able to. Why not? The little key tickler won't acknowledge anything. Especially not anything to do with the cocoon smuggling. What is this all about? Taking a cocoon out of the country means death. By Bulgarian laws. Yeah, see? If our pianist really was a smuggler. Literally throwing stuff out and hoping it works. That's kinda what we were told before. Basically, we were warned by Mr. Wright. We can't fight this guy with normal means because the law system would not allow it, which we realized. That's why we're just throwing everything that we're just hoping works. To be fair, that is how I play this game sometimes, because when I don't understand what I'm supposed to do, I just throw everything I have. Believe me, it's not talk. But you're wrong, Detective Crescent. What? It's the other way around. If Machi doesn't admit to smuggling here, he's in deep trouble. How? Look, if Machi admits to smuggling here, then he'll be tried in our courts by our laws. You don't get death penalty by smuggling in our country. So, oh dear God! The victim in this case was an undercover Interpol agent. I'm sure that news has already reached Burgania. And you're made for this case. Yeah, no shit. They're sure likely broadcast our dealings in the court of the day, including the part about Burganian cocoon. Yeah, but... Did you stop flopping your goddamn hair? But if Machi doesn't admit to smuggling now, he'll eventually be picked up by the Bulgarian police. And it's not like he's in any danger in our court. We're not going to find him guilty of murder here, not now. Yeah, but... You can't do this. You can't accuse me. Maybe the law doesn't allow it. But who's going to think you're really innocent after hearing this trial? The same goes for Machi Tobaye. Fair enough. So right now we're basically just saying, proving he's not the murderer, but we're still gonna do shit later on anyway. Machi Tobaye knows everything. There's only one way out of it for him, and that's to acknowledge his own crime. The crime of cocoon smuggling. Don't worry there. I'll get you out of the country. I'll set you someplace hidden mansion, real nice. Not a house made of cookies, or no, a house of the pianos. Come on. Court of public opinion strikes again. Kinda. Whoa. Oh, freak out time! This is kind of what I'm waiting for each time I play one of these games. When the person is freaking out. Personally, I like them the best in the game after this one. Because the other ones are basically like, they just freak out. Their hair perhaps lose shine and stuff like that. But my personal favorites is like in the next game and the after that. Because their personality sometimes is such 180. It's just ridiculous. I'm guessing we can treat that outburst as a confession. Oh, it's laughing again. There's a kind of a sick desperation in it now, though. Fair enough. Also, just realized his hair goes as far out as it goes down. Well, have you been listening to today's trial? Yes. And you all talk? You all tell this court everything? I didn't want to turn out this way, but I'm not the kind of lawyer that can overlook a crime. Today's trial was all for your benefits, you know. I see no reason why you should hesitate now. It's as he said. If he basically becomes a murderer, sent back. Which means that if they manage to find the cocoon thing, he's dead. If he's not a murderer, he can stay. But he is a smuggler of cocoons. But it is by this law. Which means he is safer. I see no reason why you should hesitate now. I knew from beginning, I knew. Machi, situation I cannot explain, but money I need. Very much money. Today's trial raises a delicate issue with our legal system. Oh, no shit. The only thing defining in court of law is evidence. This is the golden rule, however. It has become apparent that not all things can be tried by this standard. Should another case of this sort surface, we may have to consider an alternate system which to administer justice. Anyway, Mr. Bachi, Tobiah. Yes? I promise you, you will receive a fair trial by the laws of our country. And with regards to the current changes of the murder of Miss Tussle, this court is prepared to announce a verdict. Thank you. I only lie, but you see truth. You find truth. That's our job. Very well. This court has found the defendant Machi to buy it. Huh. Interesting. So we didn't win by basically just finding evidence. We had to basically just shit out words and things. Court is adjourned. Okay. I guess that's also why, like, Mr. Wright talking to us, because that is what happened 7 years ago. And he basically just felt a loss in everything because he couldn't. He either had to basically falsify shit, lie, or do things like that because he needed to win. Bullshit artist for the win. Exactly. They're just hoping that I would freak out and talk about shit, and then it's just, oh yeah, here we go. I wonder what will happen to Machi. Well, he did smuggle a cocoon out of Burgania. I guess we'll do another trial here. I'm not gonna do voice until I hear who this is. Daddy! I owe you both my thanks. Lamiror? Is something wrong? I'm sorry, Machi was your partner on stage, your friend. Yes, I thought of him as my own son. Even now I do, yet something got a hold of him. Something evil, I see. I must pay for what he has done. Is that not how it should be? Oh, what sort of evidence should I show her? Fuck, you know what? I'm gonna do this for safety reason because I really want to show the right evidence. Because I know there's always gonna be an extra thing, and I think I know what it is. It is gonna be this, because this is the only thing we're never used. I'm still sorry. Do not be sorry. You have given me courage. Courage? I am considering an eye operation. That was my suggestion, actually. You mean you will be able to see again? It's funny. I've always been afraid of the light. Light seems so harsh, so unforgiving. According to a doctor, Lamoureux lost her sight to some kind of accident. Accident? As you know, I suffer from amnesia. I fear that if I could see, perhaps it would open my eyes to the truth I have been running from. I was scared. You know what changed her mind? Hearing the fence in here today. She could feel her gaze, unwavering, always looking straight at the truth. If the light returned to my eyes, I think it will take up painting. Painting? That's right, she's the landscape painter in sound after all. I will paint the two of you, I promise. Woo! I can't wait. I have my thanks too, Apollo. Thanks, Mr. Wright, but for what? Reminded me I need to hurry things along. On my secret mission, that is. Right, your secret mission. Apollo, Trucy, I hope that we'll meet again someday soon. You bet, me too. Okay, so we're not gonna prove it. We're not gonna show some evidence. Most of the time we're gonna show some evidence to like show people this is what they think. And so, like a ballad, the trial flowed on and on until it came to an end. Thanks to the trial, the guitar serenade was a huge hit. Prosecutor Gavin even more dazzling to look at now. But there's something I want to say to that guy. Next time we write... Oh. Could you not do that? I'm not even... No, you don't... I didn't even manage to read that. I tried to find the button for showing me everything, and I just pressed everything and went forward. I don't even know what the hell they said. Woo! Turnabout Serenade. I got an award. Wait, didn't I get an award for pressing everything in a room or something? Yeah, we're gonna continue next episode. We still have 20 minutes. Turnabout Succession. Is that the last one or something? And that's the whole truth of this case. Oh, Mason system. I was about to say mansion. Whoa, we're going to the digital world. Nope. Who is a heart rate of 85? Oop. Oh, scratch that. They have 0. In order to understand it myself, I had to know the story of the last 7 long years. Whoa. Huh? Nothing happened by chance. All is connected. Am I talking with 2 computers or something? Whoa. That thing look ancient. Oh, is that Trucy back there? They're at least magicians, and now you stand ready to begin the final chapter of this story. Ayo. Whoa! What happened? Who's she? Also, why is everything kinda like goddamn... Will the defendant be found guilty or innocent? The decision is yours. Ah, he's in prison. Okay, so... Has Trucy something to do about the case 7 years ago? Oh, why do I have auto on? Oh, right, I pressed every button. Apparently, I still had it on. Hold on, I'm just gonna give myself some more to drink here. My thing is empty. I have some extra here, but it's like... I have 1 flask and 1 drinkable flask. I'm just gonna pour some over here. There we go. I really love these games, but making voices for them is hella tough. But to be fair, I wouldn't do it if I didn't think it was fun as hell. Hey, Apollo, look! On TV, look! Yeah, I'm kinda busy. Ooh, look at that! He's the last Grammary, alright. Amazing. Apollo, you should be watching this! What? What? I was writing about our last case in my journal. Lawyers are supposed to write things in records, Apollo, not journals. Am I now? That case was 3 months ago. It's a long story. I did a lot, you know. I want to vacuum pack the feel of the moment for later. Right now I'm writing about wowing the crowd by figuring out how Lemur disappeared. Oh, that's right. Okay, Valent did that illusion too. But you're missing it on TV right now. I was just getting to the good part. I suppose I could watch that little TV with her. After all, her father's expecting me to look after her while he's away. What you're now seeing is a rehearsal for the greatest magic show on Earth. Happening right here at our very own Sunshine Coliseum. Sunshine Coliseum? Oh hey, that's where the Governor's concert was. Only 3 more days until miracles happen here, right before our unbelieving eyes. The legendary troupe Grammary is performing for the first time in 7 years. Oh yes, then we have that guy to the left, which is the father. I think the guy to the right is the Valent, but at the same time they're older, so this must be a very old image. Could the one in the middle be her mother? Ayo, actually could be the mother. Like, well, at the same... Could be? No, wait! Him to the left is Grammary. Well, all of them is probably Grammary. The one to the left is Valent. I recognize his hairstyle. Oh, fuck me. The one to the right is the guy from the first case. I recognize his fucking beardo. I think, at least. But yeah, I think the one in the middle could be... She has, like, the same scarf thing as she has. Wait, hold on. Yeah, kinda. She also has, like, the same sort of outfit thing. That's going to be great. I'm so there. You and Daddy are coming too. The legendary Grammarace. If Truce's real father was still alive, he'd be on that stage performing miracles. Or it might be that the guy on the right is not the father, but there's still a Grammary. But the woman might be the mother. I don't know, actually. We're gonna have to check. Like, I am just bubbling out ideas here. I got the tickets and everything. Here's yours, Apollo. Well, nice. I'm not gonna do a voice until I know who it is. Oh, it is him. Okay. Hey, how you been? Oh, hi there, stranger. Like a kind of greeting you want to hear from your own kid. Have you found the milk yet? Oh, God. Sorry, I had to. That comment was way too perfect for that comment. Yeah, how goes it, Trucy? Yeah, I got a present for you. Yay, pudding! I love pudding. Ooh, it's farm fresh. And not just one pudding, but 3 whole cups. I have to pace myself. Well, I'm beat. Oh, that's right, Daddy. You're on a top secret mission. You gotta take it easy with the secrets, you know. How right you are. So, still can tell us about your mission? Maybe it's time. It has something to do with you, anyways. But with me? Oh, maybe you're getting a top secret mission too. Maybe you can be one of those guys. A spy. I can't just be a defense attorney. To be honest, telling you about the mission was my whole reason for coming here today. What? Tell me, you've heard about the jury system, yes? Oh, damn, bro. Is the whole not doing the voices until you see who it is because of that one? It is because of that one time, yes! That is the whole reason I am not doing a voice until I know who the hell is actually making the voice. That is exactly the reason. You are spot on. I am never forgetting that time. Well, that's right. The new legal system everyone's talking about. Have you heard of it, Apollo? Maybe. Maybe not as many people are talking about it as I thought. Don't want another deep voice Susato moment again. Yeah, that's why I'm not doing it. I managed to do it kinda now when I was doing Apollos, but that was just because I didn't read which name. The jurist system, huh? So, Daddy, what is this jury system thing? Well, Trucy, do you know what jury is? I've heard of it. Isn't that those people who sit in court in those old courtroom dramas? The ones who get to decide if the guy is innocent or guilty. Do you know, Apollo? Only from TV. It's 12 people choosing from the community, right? Well, they're thinking about reviving that system. They're calling the new system the jury system. No more doing whatever you like, Your Honor. Not quite that harsh. The juries cooperate with the judge. They help analyze the case from different angles. And there will be only 6 of them under the current proposal, right? Well, you know your stuff, Apollo. Their findings directly affect the verdict. Hopefully people will start taking the courts a little more seriously now. I feel like I'm some kind of educational TV show. Staring Dr. Wright. Dr. Wright is Assistant Trucy. And Mascot Apollo, the perfect team. But hey! The mascot here is you with that hat on. So, what is his secret mission? The jury system is my mission, more or less. By the way, keep in mind that new ideas like the system are always risky, Apollo. Is the jury system like those scale systems? Like, that's exactly the thought I had. Like, wait a second, isn't this like that game? Where we basically had 6 people and there's like, oh, they did this, that, do that. Yeah, the greatest attorney, right? Yeah, definitely. They gave me that vibe, to be honest, when they said 6 people. And they basically work together with the judge to find out if they're guilty or not. Also, this is not a new system. It has been used way before your time. Anyway, keep in mind that new ideas like this system are always risky, Apollo. Too true. Everyone's got an opinion. And you just talked and nothing gets decided. So I think they're actually starting that system here, doing that system in the other game, and then it's just like doing other things. Kinda like you, Apollo. I'm not that bad. Am I? In any case, we're going to give it a shot. A test, if you will. I don't like tests. Well, take a case. Simple. You choose 6 jurists. I'll be one helping with that process, incidentally. Helping? How? Well, for one, I'll be chair of the jury system simulated court community. I think they did use jury system in the 3DS games, right? At least in that one, but I don't think they did in the other ones, because I don't recognize these parts. I feel like the other games are just like this one, where if we are right, we're right, and we don't have to basically prove things to people. Oh, wait a second, I know that the 3rd game definitely is kinda like that. Oh! That just flashed back me for a moment. Holy crap. You share constructed idea situation, choosing the case, the jury's candidates, even the judge and the courtroom. Wow, this looks like you have a real job. I was never good at that piano, to be honest. Once a lawyer, always a lawyer, I guess. The trial's tomorrow, by the way, don't miss it. A trial simulation, that is. A simulation, huh? Sounds interesting. So, what kind of case is the trial simulation about? Well, since the first run-through of a new system, I wanted something simple. Good thinking. No sense in wearing yourself out on something so serious. True. The case is murder. That's not simple at all. By simple, did you mean that the defendant is... Guilty, yes, most likely. So, good luck, Apollo. So the defendant is guilty. Good luck, Apollo. Wait, what? Excuse me. With what? With the trial tomorrow. You're defending, of course. Recall what I said, I had something to do with you. Go for it, Apollo. I love that. Oh yeah, the defendant is guilty. Go for it, mate. Excuse me? Have you written my loss in a story? Have you written my name in the death note? Yeah, but there's still a verdict to be decided. And a potential serious sentence. That's the most serious and the worst case scenario. You mean the verdicts for real? That's not a test trial, that's a real trial. All of the forms have been filled, there's no turning back now. The trials begin tomorrow at 10 AM. Hope we can make room in your schedule. Why am I only hearing about this now? Oh, yes, there was a change this morning. I picked a new case. Huh? There's something that happened last night. Wait, hold on. So, the case was changed this morning because of a new case. So, why you didn't tell me was because it just happened. Okay, wait, my brain is kind of just hurting here. I'm boiling over. What's going on? Hey, Apollo, I know you're all excited about that secret mission. But what about this? The Troop Grammar Grand Magic Show. Oh, right. That card trick. They are not card tricks. They're grand illusions, miracles. The apocalypse. Excuse me, why did you have apocalypse in there? I saw there used to be 3 people, not 4. And no horses either. This is the Sunshine Coliseum. Let's go. Let's go today. We can see hi to Uncle Valent. Have fun. What? I can't go by myself. You know I'm not very outgoing. Right. I'm going with her. But what about the secret mission? Oh, don't worry about that. I'll learn about it tomorrow, regardless. I don't trust a smile. He knows something that he's not telling me. Yippee! Now you can take me to the Colosseum. I suppose it wouldn't kill me to pop over there. Oh, Grammary. That reminds me. What's this, Daddy? Isn't that seal cat a Grammary seal? Consider it a birthday present, Trucy. Oh, thanks, it's great. But today isn't my birthday. Good point. What day is it today, Apollo? Today? I think it's Recycle Your Plastic Day. Oh. That's your Recycle Your Plastic present. Yippee, so it's plastic! Sometimes I just love how goddamn simple she is. I've given up trying to understand them. It's much easier that way. Yeah, I can understand it right now. It's like, I love you both, but what the hell? So what is it? Can I open it? No. Here, you have an early birthday gift. Oh, can I open it? The hell no, you're gonna have to wait. Well, Jesus Christ. You'll need an envelope someday. Someday soon. Don't open it until then. Fuck, it's gonna be like some sort of death message, like, oh, hi there, Trucy. I'm your real father. I'm telling you this from the other side of the grave, but only when it's decided. Well, why did you just hold on to it till then? Yeah, because that would be the logical thing to do. Give it to me. I'm gonna have it in my court record. An envelope without grammars, huh? Jesus. This guy is just spitting out nonsense right now. Like, that's the thing. I have played the 2 other games. I have played the 3 first games, but never this. I have never seen him this laid back. Ever. That's why I'm just like, what the hell are you going on about right now? Alright, so what case are you going to use? I really want to know, don't you? Of course I do. I mean, I'm going to be defending, aren't I? If all goes well, then yes, of course. This is just a test. Did you just say the test was supposed to be a real verdict? It's not called a test then. It is basically like, this is a shooting test with not blanks but real bullets. Like, excuse me? I never want to start without a preconceptions, a blank slate as it were. There's a difference between having a blank slate and just being totally clueless. Whose dumb idea was that anyway? Well, mine. Come at the chair, remember? Oh, right. Phoenix being chill is the craziest to have ever happened in the Ace Attorney universe. Especially this chill. This is like, oh look, I just found a candy from like 3 months ago in my pocket. It doesn't really have a clue at all of anything. I could give you permission to examine the scene of the crime. Good, that's better. You can't talk to anyone involved with the case. Then how am I supposed to defend? Let's worry about the details there. Remember, I'm in charge of the trial, all of it. But you don't want it to backfire, do you? Apollo, if I'm in charge of the whole trial, that means the entire affair is my responsibility. For good or for bad. Just do what you can. The worst part is, it's not like he's not thinking. It makes us think he's not thinking. But he is thinking very clearly. He just doesn't tell us it. And it is so worrisome. Also, I don't know why, but I completely forgot Phoenix's name for a bit and have just been calling me Arthur for some reason. Why have you been calling me an Arthur? Where did Arthur come from? I have no clue where Arthur came from. That's such a random ass name, to be honest. Oh, don't worry. I know what I'm doing. Yeah, that's actually what worries me now after just all the bullshit. It's like he just brings out bullshit, but it still works. It's like the first time we met Trucy. Here you have a card. Oh shit, the card actually managed to do shit. Oh, you're just gonna have to think another way around. Oh, look, I can find out how people lies. Ah, here, I have something for you that we found before. Also a bit of tips. It's just like he knows everything. Doesn't tell us, and he also bullshit things. Your client's waiting for you. You can ask about the scene there. But you just said I couldn't talk to anyone involved. Oh, you can talk to your client. If you can get her to talk. Like, I was gonna write about Phoenix being chill. The first word I actually wrote was Arthur. Oh, fair enough. Well, time's a wasting. Okay, fair enough. I'm gonna move to the detention center, I guess. Well, I might correct myself. Fair enough. That's good. Let me guess. It's gonna be Emma. For first of all, he said her. Oh shit, thank you for reminding me. We have not even had a fish here yet today. I always forget about that. Yeah, it's also about the end of the stream a bit later on, so I don't think I'm gonna even, like, start it up. It's just that sometimes I do forget it. I have to remind myself. That's 20 minutes we've been waiting here. 20 minutes! Maybe I should complain. I'm sure that guard has better things to do than stand there pretending he doesn't see us. You know that the minute we get angry, the client will show. It always works that way. Yeah, it's already past 3 hours. Well, yeah, exactly. Like shouting, "Oh, right, waiter!" Oh, and there you're standing right behind you. Oh, God! Is our client going to be much longer? What are you talking about? Haven't you already started the meeting yet? Huh? Oh, shit, there you are! She's been standing there. Hi there. Where did you come from? Well, anyway, please have a seat. Well, they were not lying with they will show up when they get angry. She's been standing there for I don't know how long. Also, I love the guard. What are you talking about? She has been being here for a long time. I'm nervous, Apollo. It's the silent. It builds suspense. Why don't you do something, Trucy? You're a magician, aren't you? Oh, that's right. Okay. Well, you couldn't you have just done something simpler than that? I still don't know where that thing pops up from. Also, I'm not gonna lie. Like, there is a huge difference for some... She just fainted. I was like, okay. But for some reason, there's a huge difference in her image when she has an hat and when she doesn't have an hat. I don't know why. Huh. Miss Magic Underwear might have been a better bet. That's Magic Panties, Apollo. Yes, I know we've had a whole case about that. Or half a case, at least. Okay, introductions. Hi. Well, I'm your defense. I really think it's been to be fate, you know? Why do you sound like you try to do a pickup line? And by fate, I mean destiny. Did you know I'm good with astrology? Oh my god. What is he trying to do? I cannot want to read this. Tell me, what's... Oh my... Yeah, I'm not... What are you doing, Apollo? I can tell you mine if you like, Apollo. Why did you start talking like that? No, never mind. I just got carried away there. Yeah, I don't know what his thought was. I just went with like, wait, what are you trying to do here? I'll try to defend with her or flirt with her. Also, is that a drawing book or a writing book? Because if you don't want to say anything, you can draw something or write something or both, actually. Oh, right. I'm supposed to introduce myself first. I'm Apollo. Apollo Justice. And I'm Trucy Wright. I know. This is getting nowhere fast. I thought it went nowhere with the first introduction, to be honest. Hey, I know. Maybe you can tell us what happened. I'm your defense attorney, after all. Why is he acting like he's trying to flirt with her in a bar or something? I don't know. That's what I was freaking out about. Anything out of the ordinary happened lately? Seen any aliens? Ghosts? I don't know where these people are going somewhere. But the other days, this tourist from out of town stopped to ask me directions. Later, Trucy. I feel like I need to ask directions myself here. Well, that was fruitless. So I think I understand the despair a little better now. I love that. Is she deaf? I don't know if she's deaf. She might be mute. But at the same time, she would at least show some signs of it. You did good, Apollo. Are you What's that? Is that a trophy or a perfume bottle? Very fancy-ass thing. Look, she's doing her nails. What? Oh, this not a perfume bottle, but was close enough. That's a bottle of nail polish? What? Are nail more important than defense? Is that it? Let's go, Trucy. Excuse me. Could you read this? Sure. Nope. I feel like a teenager on a first date. I felt like that the first time I read your introduction. Also, I don't know what sort of, like, I don't know, pronunciation comes out from me. Like, dialect comes out from me right now when I say things. Stop looking so wistful and read it, Apollo. It is a business card with a name and an address. The name is Vera Misham. The address is for Drew Studio. Okay. And you give me this card because... Wait, did he actually have like different eye colors? When she doesn't want to talk, they're like brown. And when she wants to talk, they're like purple. Or am I just tripping balls here? Well, looks like we're finished here. I wonder if Drew Studio is the scene of the crime. Let's go and find out. You know what? I'm gonna go there before anything because I am really curious what's going on here right now. I know it's after 8, but there is not really like I'm gonna do anything fully important recently, so... Didn't we have a painter in the beginning of the game as well? Well, at least this is the scene of the crime, so... Oh, I like the pufferfish painting. Can I have the pufferfish painting? Like the one to the left? Nah. The one to the right, a bit more classic, but I like the pufferfish painting. I'm not joking, I like it. I actually do like it. Wow, this looks like... It looks like in a studio. Well, no shit. Oh, it's like a life imitating art, or maybe it's the other way around. But the tape on the ground there, it's a bit jarring. Yeah, looks like we found our crime scene. Apollo, look at all those paintings. Hey, don't touch those. It's okay, I'm just looking. Yeah, this one, I'm not into this kind of art. This one I really do like, actually. I'm not even lying. This one, too classic. Like, I don't know. Apollo, look at this one. Looks half finished. Yeah, actually, it kind of does. You can still see the rough sketch underneath. But that's odd. The rough sketch doesn't... No, but that's... that rough part doesn't look like the rest of the painting at all. Yeah, good point. That is odd. To be honest, I don't even know what it's supposed to look like. Everything looks blurry. Oh, wait, I actually have the... I was about to ask, like, can I not have the other one in the court record? I do! I have pufferfish painting. Can I zoom in? Oh, I can't zoom in. I like this painting, actually. All the paintings have really different styles, too. Oh. I thought I might find you two here. Oh, hi, Emma. Emma, long time no seen. Oh. Seems like I run into you far too often. I bet I know why you're here, too. You know about the trial simulation tomorrow? I've heard of it, sure. So Mr. Wright choose you, huh? There she goes, munching away yet again. Yes, to be honest, I kinda want to munch now as well. We don't even know what the case is about. Well, he was killed. The artist who owns the studio, that is. He looks dead already in the picture. Mr. Drew Misham. Misham! And his daughter was put under arrest. Oh, that's the daughter. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Yeah, we just saw her at the detention center. It was funny, though. She seemed more like a victim than the kind of person who could commit murder. You don't say. And not even by poisoning. That's how it was done, you know. Poisoning's a common way to get the job done when the murderer is a woman. Do not offer me those munchies ever again. Do not. Anyway, Mr. Wright told me you'll be coming. Feel free to take a look around. I'll just be over here with my snackos. Yeah, we can't talk to anyone related to the case. Which means we better find our things ourselves. Ugh, you're not gonna be to any help. So what was he poisoned by? I'm gonna just take a sip of the coffee and test. That's the victim's coffee mug. Aha! So the poison was in there. This is my first time seeing a real poison mug of coffee. I would hope so. She's not gonna say anything. Poison coffee? Not exactly, actually. What do you mean? No trace of poison were found in the coffee. What? You'll have to figure it out the rest yourself. I'm officially not your side after all. Ugh. Well, it says mishap? I couldn't even read that. Not gonna lie, it looked like a mustache. Oh yeah, there we have Misham. I think. Well, hold on, what is that for thing? Stuffily duffily. Oh, hey, look there! That stain doesn't look so healthy, Apollo. There must be the Blue Mountain stuff I've heard about. Blue Mountain. Something tells me that even Blue Mountain coffee isn't this blue. No, this stain is probably... Better ask Emma. Let me guess. She's not gonna talk. This is gonna be so much fun. Forensic science! I better ask Emma with help about this. Don't forget it. Flattery will get you everywhere with her, Apollo. Huh. What you two whispering about? Well, I was thinking... I mean... What we did was always do when we run into you at a crime scene. What is it we always do, scientifically? Ah, you know me too well. Okay. Okay, mean we can get scientific now? Oh, I suppose. Just this one's. Bring me anything you find suspicious. I will check it out. Okay. If it didn't have blue lipstick, I'm kind of worried about this. Maybe it's the old poison ice trick. Poison ice? I have no idea what you're talking about. I thought poison paint, to be honest. Or pufferfish. There's a pale blue residue on the rim. That's... Yes, well, it's just a rumor. But I've heard there's a kind of coffee called Blue Mountain. I'm pretty sure it isn't actually blue, Emma. Right. Okay, you got me. That's left over from the testing spray. Forensic science! I knew your hobby was behind this somehow, Emma. It's not a hobby. So what kinds of science stuff were you up to? This spray, what turns blue when it touches poison. So the poison that killed the victim was on this mug. That's right, see, it wasn't in the coffee. The killer applied it to the rim of the mug itself. Huh. Wow, science is amazing. It certainly is helpful. Maybe Emma will be willing to help us up a bit more. You should try buttering her up, Apollo. I say flat will get you everywhere. Certainly worth talking to her a bit more. Yeah, well, I think I'm gonna do that next time after I'm done talking here. About poison analysis. I was afraid you were going to ask about that. See, this solution is used to test for atroquinin. Atroquinin, the deadly poison found in the autopsy. Uh-oh, I know that spark in her eyes. She's going to get excited. Best tread lightly. It's one of the most virulent poisons, but it's absorbed into the body astonishingly slowly. It takes at least 15 minutes from the time of ingestion for adverse effect to show. Oh, and guess what? Recent research has shown... That's fine, really. We don't need to know all the gory details. I think I get it. You just spray this stuff on something you want to test, right? Precisely. You can find even the slightest trace of poison with this. I want to try too, Emma. Pretty please. You don't have to ask twice. I already used it on everything suspicious, of course. Yay, let's give it a whirl, Apollo. What are you doing? I was just seeing if I got a reaction off of you. How's this for a reaction? Never do that again. I'm not poisonous. Tell that to those hapless witnesses on the stand. Fair enough. Let's get down to the checking the real poisons, shall we? Oh, okay. Okay, I'm gonna just... Pufferfish poison. Nope. Wait, hold on. There is more over here. Hold on. He had it on his lips, though. Whoa, by the way, how is it that we went from paintings to fucking time travel mechanics? What sort of scientist lives here? I just realized that for a second here. Excuse me? Also, I don't know what I'm trying to actually test over here. I'm just, like, testing everything. Okay, so we test the mug. But yeah, when we're gonna talk to her again, that's when I'm gonna end my stream, because I feel like a bit lightheaded. Not like badly lightheaded, just like a bit, oh, okay, yeah, we've probably done a bit enough now. Just gonna have to find where the fuck the poison is. What am I looking for? Am I actually looking for something, or am I just having a whale of a time? There has to be something, right? Or am I just fucking around with something? I don't know. What am I doing? The white cup? What white cup? You mean this thing? Apparently not. I didn't even know there was a white cup there, but I think I might have just hit it. Okay, what am I looking for? I've already tried everything weird. Okay, then let's try everything that is not weird. Where are you pointing at? You're pointing over here. The eyesight is from up here. This thing leads to this thing. I am basically just bullshitting right now, but that's the way I'm doing it things. If this spray was just bigger. Fucking like, just bring me a car wash worth of spraying and just find out where the thing is. Well, Emma did say she has sprayed everything suspicious and Trucy just wanted to try it, so... There's also the back option. There is the back option, but I feel like there's supposed to be something here. Why else would we get the option of doing this? It's not like we can change the crime scene. Plus, Emma sometimes does miss things, and we have to find them. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna press back and try this next week, because, yeah. Too bad, no reaction there. I'm sure Emma checked out all the likely spots. Wait a second. What is it, Apollo? Did you spray that little desk over there? I don't think so. The spray couldn't reach that far, you know. Let's check it out just to be sure. Oh, for crying out loud, you absolute... Okay. Apparently we could not spray everything because we were basically standing. May just go back at this. Yeah, exactly. And it worked. That's the worst part. A reaction, Apollo. Yeah, where? Where? The inside of this cute little frame. Well, would you look at that? Nice going, Trucy. I know how to work magic. Never mind that. I was just the one who found it. Okay, that was so odd. Why would the inside of that frame have poison on it? It looked like we found only the other place that was poison in any case. Okay, here we are gonna save. I love it's like, oh yeah, we can spray everything. I yeah, just go back and like, oh yeah, you know what, fair enough, because like I don't know where to look. But like, did you check the desk? Like, yeah, I did check the desk. No, we were too far from it. Like, my brain just goes, how far were you standing while I was spraying?